everybody, and welcome to the NASCAR Cup Series and the Goodyear 400. I'm currently on the MotoGP coverage, so we're waiting for the build-up to begin. And whilst we do, we'll hand down to NASCAR Radio.
This is the place that legends come to win.
Green flag waves.
Thanks for staying with us live on Race Day. Jamie McMurray, Chris Myers, and the crowd getting ready to roll as the cars will as well. The chase back this year, you know that by now. It was away for a dozen years or so, and most people like it. Rewards consistency. So the current standings, this is through 5 races coming into today. Denny Hamlin with that win. Last week he jumped to 4th. Chase Elliott at 5. And then 2 other Hendrick Chevy drivers are in the top 10, Larson and Byron.
Yeah, you see Gibbs right down there in the 10th position, going on a roll of 3 top 5s in a row. Got a little bit of work to do today, but that team is coming around nicely as well, Chris.
Yeah, remember, no more winning, you're in. Top 16 drivers do get in. That stays intact. So the next 10, really 16, but who's on the fringe? Joey Logano just outside that top 10 with Brad Keselowski behind him. SVG, he was 5th going into last week's race, but he slid all the way to 16th in that final spot to make the chase. That's how quickly things can change.
Yeah, you see his teammate, Ross Chastain, at the bottom of that list. It's been a tough year for Trackhouse. SVG, you mentioned it, got off to a pretty good start, but the speed just doesn't seem to be there right now compared to what they've had in years past.
And Carson Hocevar looking for that first win, making a lot of noise, hoping to work his way up. All right, let's hit the gas or pump the brakes. That's where I ask questions that you might ask, and Jamie McMurray will give you the answer.
I feel like it's a game show all of a sudden.
Especially, I need a buzzer and a balloon or something. All right, will Tyler Reddick win the regular season title? Remember, so just for people, it's the 10 races, the chase starts. Does he win the regular season title?
Yeah, I'll hit the gas on this. He's won 3 of the first 5 races. He has a 60-point lead right now on second place. His teammate, Bubba Wallace. I don't know how you can go against him. He's on the pole today. It's a great track for him. All of the momentum is on Reddick's side right now.
Right, so that means he agrees with it. If he pumps the brakes, he doesn't. So how about this? Will a Ross Chastain, Daniel Suarez confrontation flare up again? And we heard Ross earlier just say, we don't get along.
Yeah, I'm going to hit the gas on this too. This is a weird situation. It's almost become personal as you listen to these 2 guys talk back and forth. Ross is somewhat, I don't want to say doubled down, but talked about it. It's not over yet today. There's more there, I think, than what we all know, and they're running somewhat close to each other on the racetrack at times. I got to think you have more controversy.
Yeah, that's the key. If they are near each other, otherwise they might be gentlemen and move on. All right, if Denny Hamlin wins the championship, would he retire?
I pump the brakes on this. Why? Why would you? I think Denny's all about trying to build his legacy. We heard the number 70 pop up. Can he get to 70 wins? Denny most likely is going to win 2 or 3 races this year. It's going to put him at 63, 64, 65. Nope, I think he stays around.
We talk about this being a race for veterans today or experienced drivers. Will Kyle Busch end his winless streak before Brad Keselowski?
No, pump the brakes on this as well. Both are on fairly long winless streaks, but RFK has more speed in general than what RCR does right now, so I think Brad will get it done quicker.
All right. Start of the race coming your way. We'll have the grid walk with Michael coming up. Darlington Raceway, second oldest track, 1 1/3 mile. Been running here since 1950.
Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
They customize car insurance to save people.
And hello to dual streaming. My voice is currently again across both NASCAR and MotoGP, as both are on ad breaks. So let me just say, if you're listening to MotoGP, you won't care much about the NASCAR. If you're listening to NASCAR and you don't want the MotoGP spoiled, best mute me until the TV audio comes back. Just going to run through the MotoGP race results. So it's a massive spoiler, but we've got to fill airtime. Marco Bezzecchi, victorious from Jorge Martin second and Aprilia 1-2. Fabio Di Giannantonio in third. Marc Marquez fourth. Aguirre fifth. Alex Marquez sixth. Pedro Costa seventh. Fermin Aldeguer eighth. Jan Zarco ninth. And Raul Fernandez in 10th. Luca Marini is 11th. With Franco Morbidelli 12th, Diego Moreira 13th, Alex Rins 14th, Anea Bashini 15th, Fabio Quartararo 16th, Top Rat Razgat Liolu in 17th, Maverick Vinales 18th, out of the race, Juan Mir with an accident, the same as Pekka Bagnaia, Brad Binder, and Jack Miller on his 200th Grand Prix start, also out. We've had a thrilling MotoGP, and those of you on our MotoGP stream will hear the podium coming up shortly. Those of you as well tuning in on JB Motorsports for the NASCAR, we've got 293 laps with Tyler Reddick on pole position and Bubba Wallace alongside. So it's a 23-11 front row of the grid. That is going to be something tasty. And of course, Reddick is our championship leader. So stand by for what is going to be a very interesting day of action on that front. Tig saying a factory Aprilia 1-2 for the 72 of Marco Bezzecchi and the 89 of Jorge Martin. Mark would not be happy after this race either. Gift says, I see Mark passed Fabio though, but Fabio repassed Mark. It's always been those switch arounds that have been the case. But I believe we're getting ready now for the podium ceremony. And we return you on, not just yet to NASCAR. Bezzecchi says he pushed himself over the limit to after finishing 20th in practice on Friday. What a comeback. Brilliant comeback from Marco Bezzecchi as well. It's been a great weekend for him. Right, over on NASCAR side of things, we're going to return you to Fox Sports coming up now.
Buy your tickets now at racetherock.com.
On a sunny day in South Carolina, the egg-shaped track that will blend NASCAR's heroes of the past with the drivers of today. And a great look. Our aerial coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Tried, tested, proven legendary.
Every lap, every race, every finish was built on speed.
Go, 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 go. He's got the green flag. One of the fastest tracks in the world.
Passed on from generation to generation.
Nothing like winning at Darlington.
Legend to legend.
With the number 3, you can run like a rabbit when he has to.
Speed rises above the changing of times. This place set the pace for the sport, demanding more each and every lap.
The chain of events that can lead to disaster.
Oh, and he's loose. Oh, he turned there in the fence. Bunch of them here. This is the big one.
75 years of pushing the pedal, risking it all for a chance at immortality.
The history and the nostalgia of this place.
Richard Petty wins the Southern 500.
Hamlin wins the Goodyear 400.
This is the original super speedway. This is Darlington.
Well, you know, it's a big day. I saw Jeff Hammond, Jack Roush just pulled up at a golf cart. Time for a unique grid walk for such a unique track. Great to have this special guest joining Michael Waltrip. Michael, who's with you?
Oh, man, Chris, I've got a Hall of Famer. I've got a 3-time Cup champion. I've got a 5-time Darlington winner, but mainly I got my big bro, DW on the grid walk. How are you, brother?
I'm pretty good. This car, though, what about this car?
Well, it's my, this is my Greg Biffle tribute car, DW. You know, we lost Greg a few months ago, and this was one of his best tracks. And so all the RFK cars are honoring him with our tribute throwback to Greg Biffle scheme.
I like the way it looks. It looks pretty cool.
It does. Looks real cool. It looked really good in Victory Lane. You know, DW, you won here 5 times. And I thought I was doing pretty good winning here, too. I'm a couple laps down to you.
You'll catch up. You'll catch up.
D-Dub, let's go see Larson. Tell me, how you been? What have you been up to? You been playing any golf?
Who, me? No, I don't play golf.
Whoa, there's Larson over there. Let's go find Larson. How cool is it seeing the man DW here, Lars?
It's great. Glad to have you here.
What do you think about the car today?
It's a handful, that's for sure.
Is it really?
Probably a lot like cars you used to drive.
Well, yeah, well, they were a handful for sure. You know that. So they cut the spoiler down?
And they gave them more power.
More power, less diffuser. I don't know much about cars. I just know it's a handful.
And you know a guy that can go out and handle a handful better than anybody, this man, Kyle Larson. You agree, D-Dub?
Amen. He can do it.
Hey, do you think there's a chance we get a boogity out of you today, you think?
Well, maybe. We'll have to wait and see.
Wait and see. Let's go see what Chase is doing. Maybe we can check in and see what Bill's up to. Have you seen Chase lately?
I haven't same Chase. I haven't seen Bill. I haven't seen... Hey, buddy.
Everybody loves Daryl. Hey, Chase, look who I got with me.
Man, where you been?
Home.
Well, that's all right.
At home.
Yeah, you looking good.
I feel good. Yeah.
Good.
How's the hot rod?
I hope it's good. We qualified better than normal, so I hope that's a good sign. But we'll see. You know, always tough.
You like this track?
I love it. It just doesn't love me back.
Well, I remember when you showed up for the O'Reilly series in that Napa car. You made a statement right here at Darlington, got the win. Got the car under you to do it today.
I hope so. I think our UniFirst Chevy's been solid. I felt like the potential was in it yesterday, which was really fun. And honestly, the new, without the downforce and everything we had going on, they were a handful. So I hope that helps. You know, we're open-minded and we're ready to go to work. So we'll see what happens.
What do you think about that, D-Dub? Larson said it. Chase said it. Handful. What do you think we're going to see?
Handful.
A lot of action, right?
A lot of action, yeah. I got a good idea that they're probably going to take it easy for a while.
Is that the plan?
Maybe. You know better than that.
How's your dad?
He's good. He's good. I don't know where he's at today, but I think he's doing all right.
All right, let's go see one more guy. Bubba. Bubba just had a baby. Got a new baby girl in the world. How you doing, brother?
Brother Daryl.
There's your other brother, Daryl.
How are you?
Daryl, meet your brother, Daryl.
I had the baby. It's still in there. Good to see you.
Man, you're qualified up front. The season's been awesome. It's so good as your friend to see you doing so well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's all these people right here behind me that make it happen. So excited for today. It's Darlington. It's going to be hot and slick. No downforce. A lot of horsepower. It's a recipe for disaster.
D-Dub, how much fun's it been seeing Michael Jordan here cheering these boys on? It's been a great season for Denny and the 2311 bunch.
Oh, 100%. 100%. But I want to see this man wheel it.
Wheel it today.
Wheel it to the front.
That's exactly right. You know what I want to see you? I want you to toss this thing back to Chris Myers. Tell him to take over.
Hey, Myers, go ahead and take over.
You got it, Daryl. You took over at NASCAR on Fox when we first came on the air. We appreciate that. Well, Tyler Reddick, who started the season winning a record 3 straight wins on the front row with Bubba Wallace alongside Denny Hamlin, who leads all active drivers with 5 wins here. He comes into this race as hot as the weather after his victory in Vegas. Just some of the storylines we'll be watching with you today. Thanks for watching Race Day and for being a part of NASCAR on FS1.
Jim McCallion. Our deepest sympathies are with his family and the motorsports community. At this time, please rise as you are able, remove your hat, and veterans render a hand salute as the American Legion Post 166 Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome NASCAR alumni and Motor Racing Outreach Board of Directors member, Lake Speed.
Dear Heavenly Father, we just come to you, Lord, with praise and thanks. Thank you so much for this amazing facility here, Lord, all the competitors, Father. Just ask your blessings on everyone, all of our fans, and just, Lord, for the military people that protect us, Lord, for the first responders that take care of us, Lord. We just lift up these things to you and ask you for your blessings on this race to help these guys to do their best, Lord, and to have a safe race and a great race for all the fans. And we're going to ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome the Parris Island Marine Band.
Large drip for Will. Yep. Yeah, that's me. Me.
There's no shortage of Wills out there. You need a Will to walk your dog? There's like 4 in your area.
Will, hey, Will.
Want a Will who writes wills? You're gonna be fine. But if you want a Will who'll give you a free lesson in sign language,
Black. Darlington's 1.366 mile configuration is unique to any other track on the schedule. Turns 1 and 2 have a longer radius and a higher center speed, while turns 3 and 4 have a tighter radius, creating a vastly different style of racing on each end of the track. This layout forces drivers to take the high line, racing close to the wall and earning the famed Darlington stripe in the process in order to carry more speed throughout the turns. We caught up with Chase Briscoe on what makes Darlington unique from other tracks on the schedule. Here's what he had to say.
Darlington Raceway is extremely unique just because the driving styles that it takes on both ends are so vastly different, and even just how you have to drive the racetrack changes lap after lap because the tires wearing out, just it's so abrasive. So yeah, it's a place that you want to attack, but you also have to be extremely patient at the same time because tires wear out so much. Pit road is a critical part of your race. I mean, it is every weekend, but certainly there's elevation there. You actually go downhill part of pit road, you go uphill another part of pit road. There's just nowhere else like Darlington from a racetrack standpoint, but even a pit road standpoint.
So which driver will find themselves in victory lane this year? Will Denny Hamlin find himself taking the checkered flag for a second year in a row? Or will someone else write their name in the Darlington history books? Stay tuned, because you're about to find out.
They're stacking it up on the back straightaway. This original proving ground is the track that's too tough to tame.
And I'm going to go kill both of them.
Unless your name is Denny Hamlin.
Hamlin wins the Goodyear 400.
An old school track requires some old school racing.
All right, time to get ahead of my. Sorry.
Welcome to Darlington.
FS1 welcomes you to the Goodyear 400 from famed Darlington Raceway in South Carolina. It's a new horsepower and downforce package, but it's the same old Darlington, and DW will be the first to tell you. Job 1 is race the racetrack.
This is a very unique track.
I think that's a feather in everyone's cap to be able to win at this place.
It is a place that I think experience plays into your hand. Looking back on my first race, way overconfident, and the track quickly told me how little I knew. Typically, the experienced guy will take care of his equipment a little bit better.
Some cars will eliminate themselves. If you can be close enough to the front to be the first one to capitalize on those type of things, it could work out.
My first start here, finished second in an Xfinity race. If you're good, you're good.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Darlington Raceway. Mike Joy with three-time Darlington winner Kevin Harvick and Clint Boyer, who has a runner-up Xfinity finish here. Not a lot of luck in the Cup Series, but we'll discuss that later. Toyotas, 2311 have the front row. Hendrick Chevys have the second row. RFK Fords have the third row. But Clint, that's about all we know.
Well, I tell you what we know. As you just heard, Michael Waltrip and DW, they were out there talking to these drivers. They're all concerned about the low downforce, more horsepower. Hot and slick today. They're going to be slipping and sliding around. It's on everybody's radar. We're worried about it, and that's good news for us, Ket.
I'm not worried about it. I'm excited about it. I can't wait.
We're up here in the AC.
Everything that they keep talking about it is exactly what we want to see, but it's an opportunity. And you look at guys that qualified up front like Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Chase Elliott. We got some of those Gibbs cars in the back with the 54 of Ty Gibbs and Christopher Bell. We've got this field all mixed up, but the opportunity for a guy like Brad Keselowski, who has a great track here at Darlington, can take that and capitalize on it if they hit it today.
All right, Mike, you said this was a beast for me. I struggled here. Had speed, ran up front, ran in the top 5. I couldn't capitalize, couldn't get the deal done at the end of the day. I got into the wall, had trouble in the pits, made mistakes. You cannot afford to make mistakes at this racetrack.
It seems that this track favors veterans. And Denny Hamlin starts in the top 10 today, and so does Kyle Busch.
Well, it does favor experience, and you have to take care of your equipment. I always felt like I could come here and not pass anybody and run up front. But you've got to put yourself in a position with the right side of the car, no mistakes when you start that third stage to be able to have a chance to win this race.
Wait a minute, you never passed anybody and stayed up front?
A lot of times, my pit crew was doing good. My car, everybody else was crashing, and I was just making laps.
Let them do it, right?
That's
Let
right.
them make a mistake.
That's right.
Is that why you love this place so much? Because of the support you have?
Well, this is the one place that I miss because you could make such a difference here. You could put yourself in a position to carry that car, and there will be some of them that do that today.
Time to flip the switch. Let's go trackside in Darlington County.
Darlington Raceway, here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome two members of the NASCAR Hall of Fame class of 2026, Kurt Busch and Harry Gant.
Drivers, start your engines!
When I designed my first vacuum cleaner, people asked, where's the bag? Sometime later, they wondered, where's the cord? And now they just look at me and say, well, where's the vacuum cleaner?
At BMW.
Boy, this day is hard. We just had to switch systems over on the inside. Sorry you were hearing some adverts, but then again, I suppose you're used to it with here on JV Motorsports when we listen to the truck series covering our series as well for the NASCAR radio. So we're all set to go then. Fingers crossed this is going to be a good event. Darlington is going to be fun. Jack's going to be with us in a bit up here in the booth. 400 miles translates to 293 laps. And don't forget, the Grid Network. Comment with your predictions on who will win the Goodyear 400 and get on the leaderboard with Pick a Winner. Alex Bowman is presumably back in about 2 weeks' time. That's what I heard. We'll double check. Hi, Sam. Hope guys are well. What a day that was at Sebring. Now it's time for NASCAR. Sebring was brilliant yesterday. Absolutely fantastic. There's so much on the line here. Voice is going already. Let's hope we manage to get through it. But my pick a winner for this one, it's really going to be interesting because the track is too tough to tame. So why am I feeling that this one belongs to Ryan Blaney? Don't know why, but Ryan Blaney is my pick. We've had the command. The cars are going to leave pit lane, and we are ready and going for this one here. The track too tough to tame at Darlington is moments away. Let's rejoin the team.
Welcome back to Darlington and the Goodyear 400. Time for our analysts to dial up the pole sitter.
Let's do it. Hey, Tyler Reddick, Kevin and Clint up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Well, we see that 45 on the pole today, but we also saw it hit the fence on that pole lap, and you were still able to get after it and qualify first. What's the balance between speed and risk today for you?
Yeah, I think it's probably more minimize risk for a while here for sure. Yeah, like you said, got it all qualifying, that's for sure. So, yeah, just try and take care of the right side of this Xfinity Toyota Camry. I did a pretty good job of that in practice, and I was not nice to it qualifying. So I'll try and earn the car's trust back a little bit here at the beginning.
Well, you did a great job in both categories yesterday. Good luck, man.
Yep, thank you, guys.
So the front row is 2311 Toyotas. Tyler Reddick has his second Darlington pole, and his teammate Bubba Wallace, a new girl dad this last week. Great season. Darlington, one of his best tracks.
Row 2, you see Chase Elliott from Dawsonville, Georgia, and a guy we expect to be right in the mix today, Kyle Larson. Josh?
All right, guys. Well,
surprisingly 6 races into the season, and Hendrick Motorsports has yet to enter victory lane. The guy to do it, that might be Chase Elliott and this 9 team. Off to their best start in nearly a decade. They qualified 3rd today and coming off their best finish of the season. I talked to the team earlier today and they told me they got that car dialed in to where they feel like they could be a race-winning car if they make the right adjustments. What's more, you make a lot of pit stops in this race, and this pit crew, one of the best in the garage. Look for them to be a big-time factor here today.
All right, row number 3 is owned by RFK, the owner, as a matter of fact, Brad Keselowski, and his driver, Chris Buescher.
Row number 4, a couple potential winners there. Ryan Blaney's Ford and Kyle Busch's Chevrolet. Here's Jamie Little.
Ryan Blaney has been the most consistent Ford week in and week out. And talking to this team, they're hopeful they'll keep that streak alive. This same rules package we've been talking about today ran 2 weeks ago at Phoenix. Well, the winner of that race was Ryan Blaney. Now, yesterday in practice, they had to make a lot of changes to get him comfortable. The task at hand today is going to be big. Watch for lots of adjustments all day long.
All right, continuing with our Goodyear starting grid, row 5, Denny Hamlin, last week's winner and a 5-time Darlington winner, and Austin Dillon, who started top 10 here the last 2 trips. The rest of our lineup will be on the pylon. Let's skip all the way down to row 12. That's where we'll find Chase Briscoe. Here's Regan Smith.
Well, Mike, it's been an interesting start to the season for Chase Briscoe. Tons of speed, good execution, but terrible luck early on. Well, last week they had that same speed. Unfortunately, the execution was not there. Cost them what could have been a really solid result somewhere inside the top 5. That execution problem continued yesterday in qualifying. Struggles through turn 1 relegated him to a 23rd place starting position. But if there's a track this team knows they can dig out of the hole, it's right here at Darlington. Chase Briscoe won the past 2 Southern 500s in the fall here and led 309 laps last time that we were here. They feel good about what they got today.
Thanks, Regan. All right, more horsepower, less downforce. Our crew chief, Larry McReynolds, breaks it all down for you.
Well, Mike, you have hit it hard. Race number 6 of the season. This is the 3rd race we'll be running this low downforce, more horsepower package, but it's the biggest oval we'll be on with it this year. So let's go to our Toyota Camry cutaway car, and I'm going to show you some of the elements that involve. Let's start under the hood, the tapered spacer with engine horsepower. Last year here at Darlington, 670 horsepower, but look at today, the size of those hose. Today, 750 horsepower. Now let's go to the rear of the race car and let's look at a couple of elements back there. Let's start with the rear spoiler that's on the back of the deck lid. Last year here, 4-inch tall rear spoiler. Today, 1 inch shorter, only 3 inches tall. But a big deal is the rear diffuser. Last year, look how big that rear diffuser is, the strakes, the fins. But today, a simple rear diffuser, much smaller, fewer strakes and fins. Now, there's less downforce in the front as well, but the effect with horsepower and rear downforce, 80 more horsepower, 400 pounds less rear downforce. That's a 40% reduction. Guys, drivers have always had their hands full at Darlington. This takes it to a whole new level.
Well, you're exactly right, Larry, and with that more horsepower, that's great. But the thing that is really good about what we're going to see today is less rear downforce.
Oh,
and
yeah.
at Darlington, that creates a complete handful for the drivers that they had with all the downforce, Clint.
What you're trying to say, buddy, is we're in for a treat, folks. This is going to be awesome.
And we're getting ready for the start. Jack is alongside the booth. Jack, here we go again, buddy. It's time for more racing at Darlington. And we've got DW calling it for us.
And for 15 years, we sent him into all kinds of crazy places as he and Larry Mack and I called the races for Fox, and then another 4 years with Jeff Gordon. Thanks for making the trip up to the booth and joining us.
We get a boogity, boys!
I look at this racetrack and I think, how did I ever win 5 races here? But it's a tough track. It really is. And, of course, today with the package they have to run, it's going to be even tougher. So we'll see.
You and Stevie doing well? Glad to see you both here.
Oh, no, we're both here. We came this morning, and we've been over to the tent hanging out with all the old drivers, older drivers, and some of the younger ones. And you know what I like about this track? You don't race the track. You race the cars. You race the cars. If you race the track, you'll wreck.
Ooh.
And you don't want to do that.
Well,
wrecking's bad. Did a lot, DW.
All right,
I got pretty good at it.
As we did for 19 years on Fox.
I'm looking forward to this.
The honor
a
of getting this going?
Ooh, I'd love to. I'd be more than happy to.
Don't disappoint us.
Here we go. It's the start of Darlington.
Here they come, and you know, gosh, haven't done this for a while, but let me see if I can get it right. Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
We are green at Darlington. The track too tough to tame as they swing down through turn 1 and 2. Tyler Reddick getting it from Bubba Wallace, who swings in immediately down low, and that was a little bit twitchy. Reddick nearly going in. Bubba was there too, and now they're still side by side as Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson have swapped places. Oh, Jack, it was nice to have a boogity from the man himself. I've waited for that for so long. But now it's coming down, still side by side. Keselowski's making a couple of places up.
Yep, 10 out of 10, Daryl. Love having you back.
Oh, we go.
Now, as you might have noticed, we have... As you know, I have a guest in my commentary box today. My cat has decided to sit on my chair, which is absolutely fantastic. I've just decided to sit on the bit of the chair where he's not there.
I just showed on the stream.
He's acting as a cushion for me now. So, shout out, everyone say like shout out Odin in the chat or something, I don't know.
Odin, the cat, is in position. So a smooth start here at Darlington. Reddick leading from Wallace, Larson, Boscher. Keselowski going in 5th. Elliott P6. Regan Smith.
Mike, on the first lap, the leader Tyler Reddick having a little bit of an issue. I believe he said voltage trouble potentially on that 45 car. Hits the bump off of turn 2, and something is happening right now. So keep an eye on that here as we get going early on.
Yeah, and the one thing that could be is, you know, especially when these high-speed laps is, you know, something might be loose, something, or it's coming off the ground. We heard that yesterday, Clint. Those rear tires will actually come off the ground because of that bump over there when these things are at low air pressure and on the bump stops.
Here comes Blaney. He's taken Chase Elliott, moves up to 6th, started 7th.
So already making positions up. I said, watch out for Ryan Blaney. He's moved up already at this start now into P7. And I tell you what, Blaney's just got a feeling today, hasn't he, that he could do something. He was talking about it in the drivers only truck race on Friday, Jack. This is a circuit he likes. He can get in a groove here.
Right, got some news in here. There's Reddick possible voltage issue.
Already?
According to Seth Eggert on Twitter.
Championship leader in trouble. That is certainly going to be entertaining as well. For Reddick, he's our race leader here. So 23-11, DW.
1 and 2, which was 3 and 4 now. You had to be careful in turns 3 and 4 because it was so slick, and the way the turn was laid out. If you were not cautious, you get up too high, you get in the loose stuff, you'd spin out. So you just have to really work hard on 1 and 2, and take it easy in 3 and 4.
And now, you know, 3 and 4 that he's talking about is now 1 and 2.
Reddick going up high again. So you're right with what you were saying, Jack. He's having some serious issues out there. The car's twitching on him, and he's not getting the right power down, which is causing him to drift up the track.
Yeah, absolutely. And plus, you got to remember, these guys are not used to these higher horsepower cars.
So as he can and turn his AC down minimum. I got the AC off. Probably a tenth of a volt.
Well, that's not...
Turn say, yeah, AC's off and it's to minimal volts and it's still not working, Jack. So it looks like our championship leader could be in some serious trouble because if these modern electric style... Well, I know NASCAR's not fully electric like we see in Formula 1 or Formula E or even MotoGP, but electronics plays a critical part in these cars in the new generation.
Yeah, I mean, electric cars are... not electric cars, but like these electric parts are much more important in the cars than they used to be. I'm interested to see though. I'm just really interested to see how the race develops because I really want to see this high horsepower package. There goes Ryan Preece right to the inside.
Makes the move stick. Can he keep it down low on Byron? Byron's up high. Still nothing. No, Byron, like we saw last night in the Xfinity race, you go up high, you can have the traction, just loop it round again. So Byron's high line's working out a lot more for him. Reddick having electrical issues, as you said, Jack. So he's put out 1.5 seconds to his teammate Bubba Wallace. But this is the first stage, 90 laps. Fuel windows opening up. They're just going to wait for as long as possible before deciding to make some decisions out there. But we'll keep an eye on what the fuel windows come up as. Really exciting start to this race, Jack, isn't it?
Jeff Gluck, by the way, pointing out that lap traffic is going to be an issue very quickly. Timmy Hill is already 23 seconds behind the field.
Oh.
The Intimidator is not intimidating today.
You said yesterday that we were going to have to keep an eye on him, didn't you? And I think you're absolutely spot on in terms of how
I'm rooting for him. He's going to win the race.
He's 24 seconds back in a 33-second lap time.
He's going to win. What's this?
Unless everybody else...
He's going to intimidate the field.
Unless everybody else has a massive, I don't know, everybody crashes out. It's not going to work. It's going to be too big of a difference across it. One ball with Brad Keselowski, who has tamed the Black Lady quite a few times. What do you think then, Jack? Who's going to win this one? Who's your pick to win? I didn't ask.
I will go with, as the booth said, I think I'm going to go with Ryan Blaney today.
So Fox goes to commercial break as we get going again.
Only took them 12 laps.
I think they're side by side though, which is also a good thing. I'm trying to find
true.
the fuel window. Here we go. Fuel window is 70 to 75 laps, and they've got 11 sets of tyres. So that's the latest we've got at the moment. On fuel
Voltage
windows.
is stabilised, apparently, for Red's car. He does say there's no light on the alternator, though, as Justin Allgaier makes the move round Zane Smith.
So they've got 11 sets each. So working out fuel mileage with 290. Yeah, we're going to see quite a few pit stops down there. Why the likes say NA? NA means not racing, I think. I don't know what's going on with the lights at the moment. YouTube's been a bit funny recently with things like that.
It just says like to me. Maybe you've disabled likes in the settings.
I'll double check. Hang on.
That might be the thing, because you can disable the like counter so that people can't see it. I think that's probably what's happened.
Show how many likes this stream has. Added, done, sorted. There you go. Bob's saying it's going to be a learning day for Allgaier.
Bring back the dislike button. That's what I'm saying.
Oh God, no. Have you heard my voice recently?
Oh yeah, no. I'm adding a dislike just now. I'm joking. Speaking of which, if you're enjoying what you're hearing, like the stream. It helps push the stream in the algorithm.
Massively in this case as well. Oh, pit road? Oh no, no pit road. I can hear talking in the background.
And it is Brad Keselowski catching up.
I think the Fox ads are linking into my audio headset. They are. Fox's audio is leaking into the international broadcast. That's probably why, because they're coming back.
Adverts.
Yeah, they were leaking in. I could hear them in my headset. Reddick leading.
I could talk about how boring American adverts are.
They're not UK adverts, are they? Although, of course, it's different over there, because American adverts have to include every single legal aspect. So that's why they talk about 1 billion miles an hour. Anyone who does American adverts...
Like Eminem has nothing on legal speakers in the US.
No, it's true. DW.
For the air to move around, and so it's... You have to really, you got to really take care of yourself and your body.
Glad you said that. Well, we already had our pole sitter, the leader of the race, Tyler Reddick. He's having trouble with the power on his car. Had to turn off the AC and all that stuff. I know you didn't have AC, but how'd you guys stay cool?
Tough. We were just tough.
Oh. Well, you didn't have the right side window on these tracks, and you didn't have that window net trying to fill up the whole window. And you weren't as worried about aerodynamics, were you, that you had to have the car all closed off with no air coming in it?
But, Mike, we slowed down about 4 seconds.
Yeah, there's that. And these fellas will slow down, too. There's going to be quite a bit of fall off as we go through this first long tire run.
Let me tell you. Let's hear this audio from Reddick here.
Or slow. Oh, no light on the alternator. It is off.
Oh.
It's off. It's maintained 12.7 here. That's not dipped. Okay, very good. Very good.
All right, 12.7 volts.
That's pretty
enough.
Good. Yeah,
Well, yeah, because you can run a house on, 200, so running a car on 12, that should be enough, shouldn't it, to keep this thing going? It doesn't need to be that big of a voltage. Your phone charged on 5 voltage, so to run the battery should be easily done in the car. I think that should be fine. You reported earlier, Jack, that it should be okay. He's led since...
I think that'll be alright for now.
Yeah, he's led since the start anyway, so we'll keep an eye on him.
Apparently there was a moment of silence on lap 16 to honour Greg Biffle.
We wouldn't know that because Fox were on break. If I didn't know that, I would have gone silent for the lap. Apologies for that. But nobody told us about that because Fox have been too busy going side by side. The Biff remembered here quite a lot over the unofficial throwback weekend. Yesterday in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, several of the cars tributing the brilliant man who passed away sadly over the winter break as well. It was a horrible winter, wasn't it, Jack? Just ridiculously horrible.
Yeah, just terrible. I mean, we also, what I will also point out is we got about 4 Greg Biffle throwbacks in the field.
Brilliant, isn't it?
And a Dale Earnhardt one from...
Oh, hang on. Sorry, Larry Mack is talking with DW.
Being able to go wide open with the throttle. He's only going about 80 to 90%, where obviously I'm going up against right now watching Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson. They don't stay 100% long because they can't, but he's not really going wide open throttle.
Yeah, and that's where he beat them in practice. Whether it was a short run or a long run, he was beating those guys in practice through turns 1 and 2. His car was a little bit freer, but he would keep that car loaded up with partial throttle, where everybody else would try to spike the throttle halfway through the corner. He's holding that partial throttle all the way to the exit of the corner and just taking that partial throttle mid-corner speed.
Now, in these 23 laps we've run...
Right, just to confirm to you, I know that Bob says, I forgot how many laps of tank. Fuel is 70 to 75 laps. That's what we've got at the moment. And stage 1 is at 90. So we are going to see a green flag pit stop hopefully start to sneak in. But we don't exactly know when. Because you can't, some cars have underfueled. Pit road.
Today, right now it still kind of looks like it'll probably be a one stop through the first 2 stages. And we just got to pick our way off and not shoot ourselves in the foot and go backwards at any point. I feel like we had a decent car in practice, and obviously we plugged it in the fence in qualifying, which wasn't ideal. So just got to have a smooth day and get ourselves where we need to be in points. So I know we were really good on pit road here last year, so if we can repeat that, we'll be in good shape. So all right, let's have a good day.
That was the 19 crew chief down there as well, keeping an eye on everything and letting us everybody knows how it goes. So we've had 129 races here at Darlington. This is the 130th. 56 different pole winners, 55 race winners. That's a pretty good stat coming from it as well. Last time we were here, 7 cautions, 37 caution laps. Margin of victory, though, 0.408 of a second. And that was won by Chase Briscoe. Hamlin's won here. Briscoe's won twice in the past 12 months. Well, 18 months, I should say. Keselowski and then Larson. So to pick Byron today is an interesting pick for me. But we're watching Briscoe, Dillon and Bell currently running a bit further back. Briscoe's under attack because Dillon shunts it down low, coming into 3 and 4. And we've got a replay coming in of the crowd as per normal. As we are green flag with 25 down in this first stage. Reddick, we're watching now. Now back to the 60 battle.
60's making lots of moves so far.
Ryan Priest diving through on the inside. Trying to get a couple of places back. Everything's going nuts a bit in the commentary box at the moment, trying to keep everything up to date for some reason. Hello to everybody also listening in on the Ultimate Sports Media YouTube channel on USM. I'm in the booth.
Hi, Dylan's about to go a lap down.
Yeah, Dylan's lapped. The JBM crew are on the call for our NASCAR Cup races for the next 2 weeks before the USM boys return, as they are covering March Madness. And hello to everyone on our normal JBM YouTube channel who have always got our feed this season. It's going well as we fly through. Tyler Reddick's leading. Bubba Wallace, though, lap 2, still the best lap time, 29.999. 2 thousandths off the pace of Tyler Reddick. So, yeah, he was faster than Tyler, who did a 30.001. Still.
Okay, I've lost my cushion, guys.
Oh. The cat is gone now.
He's now sat on my bed judging me.
Why is he judging
Anyway.
you?
He's a cat.
Oh my god!
So
I've been wondering where my mouse has been going. And by that I mean my mouse on my laptop. I've just found out that my mouse can cross between my laptop even when I'm not using it. What the hell? Okay, that's new. I didn't know that. I was wondering where my mouse went for ages, because I keep losing it today, but it's connected to my iPad. Apple technology is really weird, isn't it?
Always has been. Anyway.
That's true.
Allgaier and Berry having about here, but Logano's one you got to watch. He is way off the pace.
Logano's backed off massively. Where is he now down? I'm trying to have a look on the lap.
34.
Yeah. Where did he start this race? He's down 4. He's down just, well, did he qualify? Yeah, he qualified 30th, so Logano's got no pace at all this weekend. Compare that to Blaney. It's another reason why I've picked Blaney for this one. Pit road, Jamie.
Mike, this is a great place for Eric Jones in the 43, up 7 spots. He knows how to win here, a 2-time Southern 500 winner. Feedback right now, still a little bit free. You heard that a lot in practice yesterday. Made a lot of adjustments to help it. He said he's not bad in 1 and 2, but needs some help in 3 and 4. Beautiful paint scheme on the 43, though, for Eric Jones, going the right direction. Josh?
Denny Hamlin, a 5-time winner here at Darlington. We remember just how confident he was going into the race because of how good that car was last week at Vegas. The opposite this week, they did not feel good about what they were able to get the car to yesterday. Too tight. Came over the radio once again saying it's tight middle, tight corner, tight exit. They're going to have to work on that thing to get where they need to be, Regan.
Well, Brad Keselowski running in the 3rd place right now, having a great start to the day in that Greg Biffle throwback scheme. And, of course, Greg Biffle's so very good at this racetrack, but Brad Keselowski is as well, 2-time winner here. And right now, he is using a lot of driver IQ to be meticulous on the racetrack, as the crew chief told me that they would have to do today. Car right now just a little bit free, but he is happy with it and turning some very good lap times, guys.
Yeah, and that's going to be it. Find the right lap time, find the overall pace, and this weekend becomes a hell of a lot simpler for you. It's going to be that type of push and pull radio. That's Logano.
Well, this is
Logano being told that Reddick's behind him, and literally said, "Tell him to get lost." So fortunately that's not happened, and now Joey Logano's got a lap down. Well, this is not going well.
Joey.
Yeah. What's gone wrong for him? He's only ever won once here at Darlington, but he is really struggling out there in this one. The grip just not pushing through, as Denny Hamlin, the winner last week, is pushing in. DW.
Messing with the car, because I think you have to change the setup, because the car is looser. You got less spoiler, you got more horsepower. So I think they need to adjust to the car to the track rather than the track to the car.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, you know, they had to try to change the car to the aero pieces that they have on their car this time around. So it's a pure guess until you actually get them in the race and start racing them. Larry?
Yeah, Kevin, this stage is 90 laps. So if you split it right down the middle, that's lap 45, which is 10 laps from now. And I think that's what a lot of people's thinking. That way they get advantage of both sets of tires in this run right here. But I do believe what you might see here in about 5-6 laps, you may see some starting to come a little bit early.
Well, I think I'd pit early. if my car was not very good, I'd have to pit early and get me some tires and try to tighten the thing up.
Yeah, but you're a driver. You want 4 tires as many times as I can give them to you.
Well, I know, but you got to have one. You got to have tires.
I'm also behind, and that's going to help me. We got to find an advantage somewhere, Kevin. Get me out there. Get me in early. Let me capitalize on some speed.
Well, you got 2 guys that are going to pit first. The guy that's struggling to pass somebody, or the guy that's just struggling because his car is so bad, like Darrell is saying. So you don't want to keep losing spots. And Reddick is running so fast that if you keep screwing around, you're going to get lapped.
Justin Allgaier is in, and Blaney is coming, to your point. Jamie?
Ryan Blaney coming down pit road right now. They called him in a little bit tighter than yesterday is the feedback for the 12 car. Air pressure adjustment as you see him working on the right side there. A couple others came down with him. Guys working on the left side for Blaney. Been pretty quiet overall, but those changes going to be needed throughout this race.
Yeah, you saw him wrestling both of those tires at the front of the car. Got lucky that they didn't get away right there, and this is what you don't want. Don't get to pit road too hot as we see more guys coming.
Austin Dillon and Kyle Larson on pit road.
You got to get in right now, Mike. If your car is bad, you got to get in. You got to adjust on it because it's a long race, even if it's 400 miles. But it's nonetheless, you got to get in and adjust on it.
And just don't get lapped. That's the key, right? Like, just keep yourself on the lead lap. That's the most important thing.
The most important thing is don't make a mistake, and that's so easy to do at Darlington. The pit road entry to this place is by far the hardest we have.
Austin Cindric, William Byron, Ryan Preece on pit road, and Ricky Stenhouse.
All right, guys.
Yeah, so this is getting quite long now, Jack, isn't it? This is getting around about like 40, trying to split the stage, but it's just going the other way because tyres 11 sets now take up. Keselowski's coming in. Would you have come in this early for fuel and tyres?
It's looking like the tyres are wearing quite nicely, to be honest.
Quite compared to the other year at Darlington when everything was going nuts. So many coming in now down pit road.
I think that's a good move. I think coming in right now is a good time to come in, get some tires, just on the car a little bit, and hopefully you'll be better for the long run.
And in Brad's case, his car was so good on the long run, I think he can take advantage of some guys by forcing them to pit to make them run a couple laps longer.
Christopher Bell, Ross Chastain in the pit lane. Bubba Wallace is in, so is Ty Gibbs.
Well, Mike, I've enjoyed being up here with you guys, but I'm going to go and watch the race from the infield.
You're going to go to the pits. Get
No,
some
I'm not.
tires.
I'm not going down there. I'm going to the
alumni tent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alumni.
Well, it's so
alumni
great
tent.
to have you and Stevie, your daughter and son-in-law, join us. Great to have you back at the track, and thanks for getting us started off in fine style.
You got it, buddy. Anytime.
Thanks, Hero.
Thanks,
All right.
TW.
Thanks, Daryl.
The incomparable Darrell Waltrip. Great to have him join us as part of NASCAR's Alumni Weekend here at Darlington.
Yeah, you can't not really have a Darlington race without DW, can you? As into the pit lane comes Kyle Busch. And now we're getting the pit stops really starting to filter in. That's why we've stayed on this broadcast camera angle.
There, what are we thinking here?
Yeah, I'm not a bit surprised. I feel like they want to take full advantage of both sets of tires. They're going to run close to that 45 lap mark, which is only 3 laps from now, splitting it right down the middle.
And he's just in control of everything right now, Clint. He's got the best pit stall, he's got the best car, and he had a massive lead, so he can just keep playing the strategy game of being in control by having those fresher tires because he can give up so much time that he had built up in the lead.
Chase Briscoe is in. Chris Buescher just got 4 fresh Goodyears and a fill-up of Sunoco race fuel with 0 carbon bioethanol.
Oh, and again, in comes the 19, as we know. Riley Herbst also coming in down there. Suarez, Briscoe, Gregson, Herbst, Jones, Ware, all down pit road. That's 6, Jack.
Yeah, so the tyres are definitely falling off. That's something for sure. It's like Richmond from a couple of years ago.
I was just thinking the same thing about how quickly the tyres sort of, they're going okay, and all of a sudden it's just a massive drop-off. So they've made it to 45.
Look how much faster they are.
Blaney's just shot back past the 45. So Reddick has really got to come in ASAP, otherwise it's going to be let going. Larson dominating clean air last night, and all it takes is one bad stop at the right time, and dirty air kills your chances to win. Undercut's going to be huge. Yeah, you're both right there. In comes the 9, and there's so many more coming in. Reddick's in, Elliott's in, Zane Smith, Michael McDowell, Berry, Van Gisbergen, Zilich, Allmendinger, all in.
Elliott has made his stop. Todd Gilliland in, Michael McDowell, and here's Josh.
Well, for Chase Elliott, you saw him just come into pit, came over the radio, said that car just spin a little too tight, worked those rears too much. He got 4 tires of fuel on that stop, Regan.
Well, for Tyler Reddick, they decided to do exactly what Larry McReynolds said. They were going to split it right down the middle to take full advantage of both these sets of tires. As for that battery issue and alternator issue, he's been updating the teams. It's down to 12.5 as we see trouble on the right side right there. This is going to be a slow pit stop. The car itself has been extremely good for Tyler. He's happy with it, but about 10 laps ago, he gave them one other update and said it's starting to get hot in here.
Well, that's not what we like to hear. If it's starting to get hot, that means something's rubbing against the short out and it's starting to burn, Jack. So Reddick's still in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah.
Reddick's...
I reckon he should be pitting. He should be pitting.
I've just compared Reddick's speed to that of Ryan Blaney. We saw he overtook, and there was a massive difference over the last couple of laps as well. I was looking on the apex pad. So it's still slow. So yeah, this is definitely going to be that. Blaney's got more momentum out there after pitting. So Reddick is still going to be quite strong. When did he last pit? Yeah, 36. It's going to be good.
As Joey Logano pits, 30-some of the best drivers in the world are getting beat by a guy with a broken femur who is still recovering. But boy, is he motivated. That's Brad Keselowski.
Oh, Reddick had a slow stop, didn't he? As we know, Keselowski back now, the leader. So that was the slow stop you're on about as well. That had just a slow stop and pushed him in. We saw that last night, Jack, though, didn't we? For Carl last, not for Carl. Who did we saw? Ross Chastain had a problem last night as well. So many drivers having issues on the pit road. As we continue on, lap 49 of 90 in stage 1. 293 in total. Stage 3 is going to be a long one. 107 laps in total. 108 maybe. I'm not sure. I've got to work it out in total. What the gap is tonight. Still, all going super duper duper strong. It's one of these nights in NASCAR where you're happy a lot because of what's happening. You sort of get the momentum swinging your way quite a few times. There's one. Danny Hamlin was dropping back a few seconds there.
I think winning this race is going to take true talent here. It's going to be tough driving-wise, management-wise, strategy-wise. It's going to be a really tough race.
It's 90, 95, 108 the lap distance tonight. So you really won't... It'll be stage 2 actually, mathematically the shortest, won't it, Jack? Because we won't go green bang on, so probably stage 2 around about 80 laps, which means another split stage because of fuel. If there's a... Tell you what you can do. If there's a caution right in the middle of stage 2, you box for the fuel and tyres, but you try and go long and capitalise on something else happening in stage 3. They are going to need tyres, 5% chance of rain. Carson Hocevar, by the way, replaced the upper control arm. He was the only one who was sent to the rear, and Hocevar's fought back through, but he's only in 28th place at the moment. So sadly, still not a lot going on at the end of that stage. We go back to Fox, check in with them.
Hey, if you're missing football, we've got the cure. The United Football League has returned with a new season of pro football in the spring. UFL kickoff weekend starts this Friday, 8 Eastern, and continues Saturday at 4 on Fox.
Non-American here. Is that new for football? Still. 53. I love how Brad Keselowski is. We heard earlier on from Mike Joy, a guy who literally on crutches is leading. He's won here before, numerous times, Brad Keselowski. Larry Mack.
Right strategy, but watch the right side right here. You see the right side tires are going on, and right there he's going to have to jack it back up because the right front lug nut is not on. The good thing is they acknowledge it, but that pit stop, 16.9 seconds. So now instead of maybe being right up there back battling for the lead, he's back in 6. He's over 11 seconds behind the leader right now, Brad Keselowski. Another advantage to short pitting, as far as we run now, if the caution comes, even the guys that pitted late in that cycle, everybody's coming back to pit road for 4 tires.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. So Sam says, normally, JB, they go 10 laps in or short track under yellow. I think they'll have that in Phoenix, if I'm right. They do. But yesterday we were seeing, was it 7 laps out of the stages, Jack? They were trying to come in and with the restart zones in stage 1 and stage 2 on this place. They want to try and short it out. They don't want to lose laps here because you start eking in strategy calls, different sets. 1995,
Yeah.
108. Go on, Jack.
Yeah, I've got Ty Gibbs just trying to get ahead of Christopher Bell, and I think Bush just had a move made on him there. Couldn't see who that was though. It was a Toyota. That's all I could see. That is Chase Briscoe. Made the move on Kyle Busch. He's trying to go for
15th and 16th place they're battling over right now. Oh, and look at that. The 54's gone up high. Ty Gibbs losing out. Briscoe goes through. Hamlin's now going to come in, and so is Kyle Busch. They're all running together. Pit road.
Gibbs, yes, he had a good car yesterday. They did work on it, but in qualifying, he smacked the wall. Hated it for his team. He apologized to them. But I talked to his crew chief this morning, Tyler Allen, and he said, long run, we're as good as anybody. We tell him, you have to take care of it for the first 10 laps. After that, we are going to be passing guys. And then with their pit crew, they're very confident. So watch for that 54, still knocking on the door for his first career win.
Thanks, Jamie. For more on our pole sitter, Tyler Reddick, Larry.
Yeah, Mike, I actually thought about this when he was running part throttle, but I wasn't sure. But now I'm pretty sure because we're hearing it and seeing it over his radio. They have been talking to him about the voltage. Right now, 12.7. We figure it's going to be higher voltage when you're running less throttle, so as the run goes and you're using less throttle, the voltage should go up a little bit from less throttle to the electronic control unit. So there may be more method to the madness of the part throttle.
Yeah, you've been hearing it lift and coast, haven't you, from Reddick as well, trying to regenerate some of that energy back into the loose battery that we've got. So thanks to Larry Mack for that one. But this is very, very tense. Reddick's also been taking the high line right up against that barrier all day, Jack. And he's not the only one doing it, but he's been getting super duper close.
Yeah, Reddick seems to be passing people with somewhat ease. He's got to try and get back up the field, though. I mean, he's in 5th. He's back up to... I mean, he got back up to 5th pretty easily, actually. Daniel Suarez, by the way, making a lot of moves. Up into 10th now.
A lot of moves indeed. Take a look at the strat call. This is our data center if you're just joining us for the first time. So, this is Catman saying, I absolutely hate how many laps are run under caution during stage breaks. Mostly so TV can run commercials, is my guess. Think they should change it so laps during stage breaks don't count. Oh, good call. Jack, do you like that call? Laps under stage break don't count? Or just remove the stages?
If we're going to keep stages, I mean, I don't mind stages, but I like the idea of not having laps count.
Yeah, that's a good call.
If we're under a stage caution, because I want to get the full distance in.
Because it's not really the full one, is it? I mean, thing is, we make the stress of the race must end under green, and we do many overtime restarts to try that. But then we take, 2 caution periods a race that take away racing laps. Don't like it. Never liked stage breaks. All it does is give us no time to talk, as Fox have gone to commercial. I think they're side by side. If I'm very quiet and turn the audio, can you hear the background?
Is
that just
somewhat.
me? I think I can hear it. Ah, right. Dave versus Evil Dead said, it's exactly like NFL when they have TV timeouts and live games. Yes.
Well, I think timeouts suck as well. So.
They do, yeah. Do you know what I hate? I've noticed this at the Super Bowl. They do we're going to go for a kick. No, we're not. We're going to go for a timeout, and we're going to go to commercial. It's like somebody said, could you just do a timeout so we can get a commercial break in to build the atmosphere? Like a critical game kit during the Super Bowl. And it was like, oh dear. Didn't like it. Elliott down low, getting ahead of Custer. Trying to work out where that is. Timing pages, by the way, aren't as usual together. Well, as you see, the timing screen you have is the timing screen we have up here in the booth. Plus, we have a dashboard cam from Galaxy, the new fan-led timing screen system that's been delivered. It's fantastic stuff. So, we're really getting in-depth information right now as I try and look. So this is Ty Gibbs in 16th. And just ahead is Christopher Bell in 14th place. So they've moved places. That's one timing screen telling me another thing. Yeah.
One guy I think
Gibbs
that we definitely need to pay attention to right now, by the way, is Riley Herbst.
Riley
Strong
Herbst
performance so far in 12.
Bryson saying, note on Reddick running the high line. Remember that the quickest way to get around Darlington is way up by the wall, not the traditional corner, so that shouldn't be surprising. But it's the fact is that it's the high line that's been taking so much of the grip out of the tyres so far this weekend that he's doing it every single run, and he's getting so close to that barrier. And the marbles, they're going to build up on that high line, and they're going to be, if you go even a millimetre off, into the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I'll address the people in chat about caution. My view is that, to be honest, I think caution laps shouldn't count whatsoever, like it is in late model racing.
Yeah.
I'd like that. I'd like to have caution laps don't count whatsoever, especially in a series where you can refuel.
Especially,
I'd much rather. If they have to do like non-competitive, I'm fine with overtime. I don't mind overtime as much as a lot of people do. But I also realise that at the end of the day, I'd much rather get as much racing in as possible.
Well, this has been an entertaining strategy battle because this is still stage 1, by the way. We've been running for 36 minutes, and we know that this is going to run and run and run and slowly build up. Darlington is the track too tough to tame, but this is literally closing in. It builds you up on the tension, lap after lap after lap. You know a crescendo's coming later on. How many laps in stage 1? Stage 1 is 90 laps in total. We're on 68 of those 90. You can see on the bottom of your screen the progression bar that we've got set up as well. That'll tell you how many laps into a stage we are currently running. So currently we've run green flag since the start, and that's resulted in green flag pit stops, which have separated the field a little bit more. We're watching Ryan Blaney, who's running in 2nd position. He's my pick-a-winner for this race. Bubba Wallace gets a lot of oversteer coming out of turn 4 as well. A little bit of a rear snap, and that's what I love about Darlington, Jack. I said this in the O'Reilly call last night. When you have snaps, you have to catch it like it's a 1970s NASCAR. No matter what generation or era we're in of the car, it snaps, you've got to react quick. And it looks very like it's 1970s, not like these super-duper brick cars we've had from this new generation. The Gen 7, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Gen 7.
I always wanted to call it the next generation then as well.
Yeah, it's the next gen or Gen 7.
Still, I don't think anybody likes this NASCAR. Do you not?
I'm fine with it personally. I think there are improvements that need to be made to the car. But it's nowhere near the O'Reilly car. Like the O'Reilly car specifically, I will point to as utter perfection.
Yeah, I love covering that. You look at it and go, "That's a NASCAR."
That thing is utter perfection.
These look too bulky though. I've never liked the next gen, the Gen 7s. It just, I like what we've got here. Don't forget, we've got the same package, haven't we? 750 as well. Yeah, 750 horsepower.
I think passing's definitely been made a bit easier.
We've had a lot more on-track passes today than we've had last time we were here.
Track for Chris Buescher, and I talked to Scott Graves, his crew chief, earlier today. Told me they unloaded yesterday where they expected to be. Felt good about where they got to the car at the end of the day. Today, came over the radio during that first portion of the race. Said the car was a little tight, but he felt good about the bounce overall. They told him, you're doing a great job. Just keep holding serve. He's able to hold his spot in the top 10 so far today.
So 2 of the Penske Fords in the top 10, including Austin Cindric. Blaney in second, Cindric now in 7th.
The one interesting thing I will say is we look at Austin Cindric right here having a nice day running 7th. The Fords are typically tight. They typically have a tighter balance in traffic, just in general. And I think with everything that we're talking about with the rear of the cars not being where they need to be for all these guys, I think that their natural balance of the Ford kind of leans towards what this package is as far as being too loose in the back from a balance standpoint.
Here's Chase Elliott in 8th. He started 3rd, his best qualifying effort ever here.
Well, we know Chase Elliott does a nice job all day of just keeping himself in the game. He was very happy with his car from practice. Actually mentioned how well it was driving, and when the driver's comfortable, that usually goes a long way in the confidence category, but hasn't got off on the right foot to start the race, lost a few spots, but just keep yourself in the game.
And you mentioned that last week, actually, Jack, didn't you, about how, Elliott just likes keeping himself cool and calm, and he's always there in order to capitalise on things. And you're bang on right, really, aren't you? It's been a nice, smooth situation for him in the last couple of races.
Yeah, I mean, I've got not much to add, to be honest.
No, it's Elliott. It's very...
I try to think of things to talk about, but I'm tired.
Stage 1 is really low. That's what I'm saying. Stage 1 is like really...
It's low energy.
Yeah.
Drivers getting used to the cars.
So we're just going to sort of hope and pray we have some switch running around soon. Pit road.
To his tenure with Spire Motorsports, he and crew chief Ryan Sparks working very good together, good chemistry, good communication. As for the race car right now, started the race on the tight side, continues to be just a little too tight for him in turns 3 and 4, meaning those front tires not working quite as good as he'd like. Jamie.
A little further back in the field, all the Gibbs cars racing around each other. Christopher Bell in the 20. Just not where he wants to be right now. And it all started with the way they unloaded yesterday. I talked to Adam Stevens this morning, and he said they were just off, just way too tight. They weren't able to move the needle too much. And he said it's hard to get confidence in a race car on such a high degradation race track. They knew they were going to be up against it today. He's one of those drivers that pitted on the earlier side, lap 39.
Back to the front, and Brad Keselowski, who's now been out front of Darlington.
Oh, they've cut Mike off early. Oh well, that's a new one. The best stage is the last. The best stage is the last lap. Yes, yes. Bumping and a bumping. What have we got then coming into this? Anything on the over there? Just got to keep yourselves focused at the moment. Get your head down. 13 to go in this stage. Yeah, Tyler Reddick's in 3rd position at the moment. Dropped down from where he started. Brad Keselowski running the high line. He's on course for a stage victory. He's had 2 previous wins here at Darlington. One, our first year, 2024, didn't he? In the May race. A return after a couple of years of not being victorious in NASCAR. He's gapping 3.273 seconds at the moment to Ryan Blaney. Make that now 3.068. 48, 23 in the 5, all in attack. So this is down low. It's not Alex Bowman, who's still registered on that car's front windshield. The 48 of Bowman still out. It's Justin Allgaier in control of that car. Bowman is the regular series driver. I don't know why they just changed the name on it to the driver who raced that week. It's confusing the fans, it's confusing us. But Bubba Wallace goes through. Larson's now lapping. As we close up, with 10 to go in this stage. Zilic now on the back of Bowman. Smoother race for Connor Zilic. Trying to find out he's 30, so he's 29th with SVG. Shame for Trackhouse, both of their cars being so far down. Bad Brad would take those stage points, damn right. As things stand in stage finishes. Well, points as they run, as we go back to check in with Mike Joy.
Since 1950, they've raced at Darlington Raceway. The fans love to come here, show off their throwback gear, meet up with some of the NASCAR alumni that are here for this weekend, and watch Brad Keselowski holding court here. He has led the last 37 laps and holds a 2-second lead over Ryan Blaney. Let's pick up at 11th place. This would be Ryan Preece, the third of the RFK cars. They all started well. They're all running well.
Yeah, he was miserable yesterday. Wanted to drive his car backwards. He said it felt like he needed the back to do what the front, in the front to do what the back was doing. So definitely was a long practice day for Ryan Preece. But as they normally do, they just figure it out and get themselves in contention here in 11th.
And right with him is Riley Herbst having a really good day.
Riley's done a great job. We talk so much about the 2311 cars, but Riley in his second year now, coming to one of the toughest racetracks that we go to, but taking advantage of his teammates and his organization's speed today with a solid run so far.
Denny Hamlin, last week's winner, started 9th, and here he is in 13th.
Well, exactly what we expect to have him working himself forward in this field. We see his lap times right now way better than the cars behind him or in front of him. So see him right up against the wall right there, Clint. So still got a handful, even though his car's fast.
Now right behind him is Chase Briscoe. And Briscoe has picked up 9 positions since the green flag. Regan?
Well, Mike, that's exactly on pace with where crew chief James Small told me he thought they would be. He said, I don't think we're going to storm our way to the front, but if we can get 4 or 5 spots each time we put a set of tires on each run of the race, that's exactly what we need to do today. As for the race car, Chase started this run off just a little bit too tight, but it's already migrated freer this run than it did the previous run.
Okay, Al, just want to bring up something in the chat with 5 to go. Sam says, with all the talk around the 48 at the moment, and Kyle Busch still hasn't got another Cup win, what do you reckon of some of the talk around putting Kyle Busch in at Hendrick?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, I don't think
it sounds too good to be true.
It's something that it's a good if it happens, but NASCAR's
I would
never
much
that good.
rather though put a younger, more
fresh
face in that car. That's just my perspective.
Yeah, right.
The problem is I don't see anyone.
Well, I'm going to throw a name up here, and I want to see what it is. Put Connor Zilic in it.
Nah, he's under contract with Trackhouse.
I know, but money talks in motorsport. Cash is king at the end of the day. Connor Zilic.
I mean, I'm thinking who could be in there. I mean, I don't think Corey Day is necessarily Cup ready, so I wouldn't pick him.
What about Jesse Love?
Chastain, maybe?
Chastain's a good shout.
I don't know if he's under contract, though.
I know, it's a bit weird, isn't it? There's no... Josh Berry could be a good fit in the 21. It's such a tricky one to find out who's going to be there. Let us know in the chat, who would you put in the 48 car? Because it looks like Bowman's out at the end of the season no matter what. That'll almost look certain. So let us know who you would put in that car. As
Harold Waltrip.
If I could have...
He did drive for Hendrick. He did drive for Hendrick.
If I could have DW back, I would. I think everybody would. He was the guy...
84. Wasn't it like 84 career wins or something?
Yeah, but you hated him, and then you sort of end up loving him. It's the classic underdog. It's a bit like Sebastian Vettel. Everyone hated him at the time, and now they love him. Brad Keselowski broken femur, doesn't matter. Walks with a crutch, but he is still good at Darlington. He's going to take the green, white, checkered flag to win stage 1 at Darlington Raceway. Comes into the last 2 corners. The caution will come out. How about that? Brad Keselowski is still mastering at Darlington. Over the line, stage 1 belongs to Brad Keselowski. Reddick, Blaney, Wallace, Larson, Buscher, Cindric, Elliott, Suarez and Byron are the top 10. What a brilliant first stage. Right, can we have some more action, please, in stage 2? That went completely caution-free.
That guys are well behaved.
Yeah, this isn't right, is it? Can we have some action, please? They're never...
Hello, Jack, in the chat, by the way.
Hello. Jack! Hello, Jack, you're back. I'm still commentating. And he's got back safe from his flight from Madrid. Hello, Jack, nice to have you.
Lovely. Isn't it meant to be like the Madrid derby today?
It was, yeah, and he had to go through Madrid airport. Good luck.
Oh, damn, it's about to kick off. Hold on. Oh, I'm putting a stream on. I'm watching that. I'm watching that while I'm watching the race, man.
The game is now, yeah. Ricky Bobby,
yeah,
you'd put in. Ricky Bobby in that one. Chastain could be good, says Sam. Lower Corn says Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney, yeah. Kyle Larson.
The contract won't leave Penske.
Yeah, Josh Bay has that junior connection. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Corey Heim, is he ready?
He's going to be a 23-11 next year.
Could be something. Took me. Jack says took me 45 minutes with the track going through security. Whew. 45 minutes. That's quite fast. Sam says that's the perfect way to describe Kyle Busch, in my opinion. Busch needs certain changes, but he's also a veteran of this track. He knows you can't strike too early. Tyler Reddick's coming to the pit lane. Reddick is boxing, according to my monitor. Yes, he's down pit road. Are they going to try and fix the battery under the caution? He's gone into his pit box at the end of the field. Right, everyone seems to think that Ryan Blaney would be good in that 48 car. Would he leave Penske?
I just don't see him leaving.
Yeah. Trying to look to see down the pit lane, but there we go. There's Reddick. They are swapping everything out with the connectors. They are taking the bonnet off as well. Sorry, the hood. I forgot I'm speaking to an American audience. They're taking the hood off. But it's all, we all know it's called a bonnet. Let's not start that from yesterday. On it goes. What are they doing in there? Blaney wouldn't leave Penske, says Bob, yeah. But
exactly. He's already with a good team.
But
why leave?
He's in a contract year, says Exodus Infinity. So many drivers are in a contract year this year. The whole field could look different. Right, let's check in with Fox.
Yeah, I used to always tell my guys, evolve or die. And you know, in racing, you have to evolve or you do die and you get left behind. I got my mind right. It was almost refreshing to have to learn something different. I knew how to do everything else with the old car. I didn't need to practice. I didn't need to go to the simulator. I could tell you what you needed to do in about 2 laps. And you know, when it changed, I had to decide, do I want to keep doing this and be a part of this process, or do I want to just go on into the sunset and do something different?
It's the all-new Fox Sports digital show Speed with Harvick and Buxton, fueled by Poet. Subscribe to Speed on Fox, on YouTube, the Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Jamie.
Well, Mike, Ty Gibbs has been on a hot streak. 3 straight top 5 finishes coming into Darlington. And a big part of that success, of course, are these guys, the pit crew that includes his own cousin. Let's meet Team 54.
Jackson Gibbs, front tire changer, Ambassador Christian, football coach. Go Lions.
Daniel Smith, rear changer, 60-plus cup wins and 2 championships.
Nate Macbeth, tire carrier, former linebacker at Holy Cross.
Braxton Brannon, Jackman, Mooresville, North Carolina. I love my family.
Ian Anderson, fueler. I'm a former offensive lineman at Ball State University. This is my 10th year in the sport. Good.
Came to pit road as soon as the field was lined up behind the pace car. The pits are not opened yet for the end of stage one, but that voltage problem is what they're working on here. They lifted the hood, checked and made sure that the belt that drives the alternator was in good shape. It turned out it was. You'll see a thumbs up. And so now they're going to change and put a larger battery in the car than the one that was in it. There is the change being made on from the right side window. Reddick is now back in the pits.
Well, they've got a fast enough car. If they can just make it survive till the end, they can get themselves back up through the pack. Right now, there's 20 cars on the lead lap. So
did you see that was a much bigger battery, the one they put in and the one they took out? A lot bigger, Larry.
Yeah, and again, to Mike's point, they made sure the alternator belt had not come off. I wasn't sure about this strategy, but I think Kevin made a great point. Only 20 drivers on the lead lap. Let's do it early. Let's get it behind us because, to your point, we've got a fast race car. But remember, the Gen 7 car, the battery's over there inside the car beside the drive shaft tunnel. No longer is it in front of in front of the left rear tire where you have to take the tire and wheel off and everything.
Well, I don't know what's going on there, but I know size matters, and that second battery was a lot bigger. I'd say I'm more comfortable with that one making it to the end.
Here are the pit crew rankings coming into Darlington, a combination of factors. With Christopher Bell's team up top. Now look at second and third there because that's going to be interesting on pit road. Chase Elliott and Chase Briscoe both lost their pit selection because of failing inspection twice. So they've had to take last whatever was left in the pits, and they're going to be side by side in the midst of a lot of traffic there. Jamie.
And Ty Gibbs, who just met his pit crew, looked like a good stop from here. Just too tight. He touched the wall. He wants to be tightened up at one end and loosen up at the other end. You hear that so often, Josh.
For Chase Elliott, he said it turned better during that last run, but still the car lazy up front, having to compensate too much in the back. That second-ranked pit crew went to work to fix him up, Regan.
Brad Keselowski spent most of that run just protecting tires, in particular right front.
Hey guys, look at
Blaney's
Blaney.
got trouble.
Yeah, he had to stop in another pit to get a lug tight.
Sure did.
He was going to win the battle off pit road and had to stop to get that lug tight.
And I'm glad you said that because our leader, Keselowski, had trouble.
So Keselowski had trouble, Jack, and Blaney had to stop in the wrong box to get the tyre fitted. So it's Kyle Larson winning off fifth pit road. Don't believe it.
Kyle Larson, Kyle Larson, you say won on pit road?
Yeah, Larson won on the exit of pit road.
Fair play. Oh man, I love that number 43. Sorry. I love that 43 scheme so much. But no, what's it called? Oh my brain's just completely frozen.
It's been a long
I was going to say that Larson won the 2023 Southern 500. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You want to know his average finish?
Yes, always.
31 in the last 4 races. 31. He has crashed in all 4 of the last Darlington races.
Why doesn't that fill me with anything but dread, not confidence? Not really the best, is it? Oh yeah, by the way, I've crashed in X amount of races.
I'm just reading through Domino's Twitter, sorry.
Domino's, more people.
Yeah, because they put having to stand on the counter to see how far down the table Spurs are. God's sake.
Several of the cars diving off of pit road from the back half of the field. So we continue to hold it through. So more work going on for the 51 down there as well in the pit lane. Cody Ware was 36th and 4 laps down anyway. Seems like today is just going to become a little bit of a run through and a test session for him. Yeah, so Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace also having issue on their stops as well out there. So we've got Reddick as the leader according to my timing screen, but we'll wait for them to cross over and confirm the actual running order. They do that now, and it's Reddick, Larson, Buscher, Keselowski, Elliott, Byron. Then I think it's then Suarez, Cindric, Priest, Hamlin, Chastain, Jones, Gibbs, Briscoe, Bell, Dillon, Wallace, Blaney, Riley Herbst, Bush, McDowell. McDowell he hasn't crossed the line yet, so he might change position. So Bush is the last confirmed in 20th place. Back to the team.
And it's the Reddit issue is an internal problem with the alternator.
That explains why they put the bigger battery in then.
I think we're going to need a bigger battery. Average Formula E race.
Race break with Jamie McMurray, Chris Myers, and Brad Keselowski trying to end that 64 race winless streak. Remember, he broke his femur back in December, largest bone in the human body. He's run every race this year. He's finished on the lead lap for every race this year. And we're in turn 4. It's a great view with these race rack fans to see around. By the way, we're dressed like a couple of lost accountants, but it's 88 degrees and it feels like 105 or a lot more. And how about the guy who sat on the pole is sitting in a hot car right now?
Yeah, super sympathetic to Tyler Reddick, who hasn't run air conditioning or any cooling.
Ryan Blaney is going to have to start from the rear because he had to stall for that lug nut, so he's going to start at the back of the tail.
Has the fastest car, and Ryan Blaney is the other one. Listen, you think about the issues the 12 car had on pit road at Phoenix twice. They had to come back in. But we mentioned in the pre-race show, Chris, how good he was at passing cars. We're going to see if he can do that again right now.
As good as he's been, 0 for 18 in his career. And I have this sign here about fans. It's just amazing to me, Mike, this little town in South Carolina, which has a population, Darlington, of 6,000. But on race day, they get as many as 60,000. And fans from all over, all 50 states. We had North Dakota, New York, Maryland, and from 15 different countries that come to cheer on their favorite drivers.
It's awesome here, Chris. They really... The town really
They also
embraces
stole our town
the
name.
racetrack and has here since 1950. Well, a couple issues on pit road. Ryan Blaney, whose pit crew is ranked 33rd of 36 full-time teams, is fine on the right side, but on the left side, they've got a loose lug nut. So Blaney will leave his pit, sense the issue, and pull into another pit down the road to get that tightened, which will give him a restart at the back of the line.
And that's the third loose wheel that he's had in the last 2 weeks.
He's got to get tired of that. And you see him pull into another stall right here. His teammate, Austin Cindric, as soon as he left, all right, I'm going to pull in, guys. Bail me out again.
Thank goodness for teammates.
What do you think his radio is saying right now,
I don't know any reason that he shouldn't be having a major meltdown. So let's see if we have something here.
Come on, guys. We got to be cleaner than that. We just cannot do this. We've got to clean it up. We cannot afford to make mistakes like this. Yes, sir.
Blaney will restart 20th. Now, Bubba Wallace also had trouble on his pit stop. And this is, watch the left front here.
Yeah, this is what Bob was reporting.
Where the stop's done, the jack, whoa, we're not tight.
Yeah, you see that carrier right there, like hanging on for dear life, trying to tell him that,
yeah,
hey,
don't go.
You got to stop. Do not take off. They did not want that wheel to come off on the racetrack, but
he did a good job of being very affirmative, very direct. Stop, and got in the way, got in that windshield and got the driver stopped.
So 3 of the top 4 at the end of stage 1 will restart in back.
And here we go. Time for this one to get underway. It is going to be stage 2. 95 laps, technically only 85. Buscher down low. Larson up high. Green flag falls. We are racing at Darlington. Down towards turn 1 and 2. Keselowski going round the outside of the 17. Larson's already taken off in the distance. Still no problem from him. 2 by 2 further back as they try and figure out some action zones. Looks okay. Caution was for 9 laps at that time by. They lost a lot of time
Way
there.
too many.
That was so bad. No wonder we lost out. It's now only, what, 80... Yeah, now 84 until the end of the stage. So that's going to split down the centre fuel strategy, which can go, as I said, fuel around about 70 to 75 laps with 11 sets of tyres. They're going to need to try and split this stage again then down the centre. But yeah, that was too long a caution period, Jack.
Yep, that's my biggest problem with cautions. As you see, Eric Jones, a little bit of contact there with Chastain. They go 3 wide there. Are they all good? We're all good.
Yeah, Keselowski.
As Bubba Watt's going to try and make a move, I think, here.
Yep, Chastain's getting out of it. Here comes the 43 in the classic throwback. Is he going to get through? Yes, he does! And Jones kicks out the rear to Chastain. And that's going to allow Bubba Wallace to go for a run on Ross down in towards turn 3. And he'll also get through on Jones if he can get the traction. Well, how come Bubba couldn't get the traction there? Chastain's able to hold around the outside.
I think Chastain might not take too kindly to that, to be quite honest with you.
Didn't like that as they come into it. So the 43 stays ahead. Bubba's now gone up high to try.
Sorry, they're tight. They're tight there. We'll reset here. Yeah,
that's about the pit stop.
Do all we can in the car, but we're in the worst air we're ever going to have. So the car is not good for that.
The worst air they're going to have.
And in that situation, they actually checked the lug nut and everything was tight. So they kind of misread
they brought
that
him back.
scenario. And look, guys, from a driver's standpoint, when you're up in leading the race or in those top 3 to 5 positions, and you have that track position, and something like that happens on pit road, and you get in the middle of this pack, this is one of the worst places to be, in the middle of the pack with the traffic and how this car acts in dirty air.
Yeah, Jack, back to you on your point.
Yeah, basically, Wallace got pulled back because they thought the lug nut wasn't tight. And it was.
Cost him
So he
several
wasted
seconds.
time on pit road for no reason.
Yeah, so that's just ridiculous. He's up in 13th place. His last lap time was a 31.534. Desperately trying to get some traction back in, but nothing's happening as things stand. Tyler Reddick currently in 19th position after starting this race in first. He's now dropped back massively after problems on pit road.
Getting a fresh battery in there, put a bigger battery in there. You got to get this car across the next
Look at the 23 Toyota that other was. Yeah, it is a lovely looking car. I really like the blue numbers on it. That's really sick.
They've really gone well, haven't they, on that one?
Oh, also a bit better safe than sorry. True, but Bubba Wallace doesn't want to hear that right now.
Bubba wants to race, and he knows he's got a good car underneath him because Tyler has won 3 out of the opening 6 races. So it's like, come on, let me do something right out here. And he's been in contention to win. He was looking good at the Jewels at Daytona. He's just slowly trying to progress, and it just hasn't worked out for Bubba this year. He hasn't had that lucky break that he had last year when the car was really hooked up well and he got in the groove at Indianapolis for the Brickyard. So just, yeah, it's going to be one of those days. Let's check in with Fox.
And then Kyle Larson's when he's leading. How is it when he's behind Kyle Larson running second? So, Larry?
Yeah, we know there were a lot of issues in pit road, but how did we end up with the top 3 that we've got right now? Kyle Larson, his pit stop was 10 seconds flat. Brad Keselowski, 11.8. That's how he lost the lead. But I want to give a shout out to that 17 pit crew. You talked about it in the pit crew rankings, 9.3.
Wow.
Ranked 3rd overall after 5 races this year.
Well, he got a break. Now, he did not get to pick his pit, but The pit that was assigned to him was right in front of Timmy Hill's pit, and Timmy Hill is the first car out of the race, so he's got an empty stall there to pull in.
His saving grace is actually that Joey Logano is a lap down in front of Chase Elliott, and Chase Elliott can drive deep into his box and give him room to get out. So still not ideal, but it worked out probably best case scenario.
Coming to complete 20 laps in stage number 2. Kyle Larson Chevy ahead of Brad Keselowski's Ford.
Looking good so far. Lap 110, 183 to go. Caution's out. Don't know why as of yet. TV pictures will catch up in a couple of seconds' time. Trying to have a look. We've
Eric
got
Jones.
43.
I'm being told Eric Jones.
43 down at turn 3 and 4. He spun around in that beautiful livery.
And that Jones boy has gone around.
He'll get going, but the cloud of smoke has caused a caution. If he didn't smoke it and drop down below, we would have stayed green there, but there's a cloud. Bubba Wallace has come straight into the pit lane as well. I wonder if he had some sort of contact in that. But, yeah, caution comes out then. And we now, on lap 111, wait to see what's going to happen next.
You think there was some contact with Bubba Wallace there?
I think there was, yeah. Because you're not allowed to come straight into the pit lane. Wallace has damage. He's on pit road.
You could say that Richard Petty has gone around if we want to stay true to the throwback.
So they're going to pit now and make it on fuel, but not too long, apparently. So yeah, I think that Bubba does have damage as well. We're going to wait it now. Let's go back to Fox.
Well, we're under caution. Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones, Bubba Wallace was right there. It happened entering turn 3.
Is it Hamlin? Go on, Jack. Is it Hamlin that's hit him? Yeah, Hamlin's nerfed the back of him. Oh, and hits Bubba.
Yeah, just misjudges. I want to see if we can get a better angle on that, so I can see what exactly happened.
More issues. Blaney is forced to stop as well in there. What do you see? He got the right rear tyre, Jack, it looks like.
Yeah, Denny got into Jones, and then Wallace got into Jones.
Radio.
Pit road is open, Jamie.
The 5 of Kyle Larson comes in from the lead. He has a small vibration, and he had it before the last stop as well. They think it might be brake related, but they said there's nothing they can do at this point. A 4-tire stop. Meanwhile, his teammate, William Byron, the car's not responding a lot, but they're okay with it. Not a lot they can do. Good speed in the 24, Josh.
Well, for the 17 of Chris Buescher, you saw how great and quick that stop was last time. He's been getting that car better and better over the course of this run. 4 tires and fuel for the 17, Regan.
Brad Keselowski did a much nicer job on that previous long run of managing the right side tires. A little bit less cords showed this time. Obviously, a shorter run. They weren't as worried about it.
So Hamlin hit the back of Eric Jones. Bubba Wallace got into the back of Hamlin. Hamlin and Bubba hit the wall. 43 spins out down low. That's what happened out there. So, caution's out again. We go so well, Jack, and then we get 2 cautions in the space of this stage alone. In 23 laps. So,
Oh, yeah. It's unfortunate for Wallace. He's picked up quite a bit of damage there.
side in. We're thinking a toe link or something, so you may have to do some more. You might have to do more. Brad Keselowski, though, is put back to the lead of this race.
Be right back, by the way. I just want to quickly go grab a drink.
Do not have a problem at all. Go for it. McDowell has been speeding on the pit road again, so he's going to go back to the rear. As into the pit lane also comes Shane Van Gisbergen and Joey Logano. Timing scoring has put Bubba Wallace to the lead because he came into the pit lane ahead of everybody else. That's not the case, I just want to remind you. as this amazing Darlington Throwback Weekend, or should I say the Alumni Weekend, is going really, really well. Hello, everybody. Just tuning in. Bubba's back down pit road again, and this time the bonnet is up. The hood is up, I should say, for American viewers. The Goodyear 400. Yeah, they're looking and trying to straighten out the front right, which hit the wall, exit of 4. They've got a crowbar trying to get it back into position down there, which is an interesting sight. I agree with what's just been said by Dave versus Evil Dead. 25 laps in, have passed this stage, and we've barely raced. Stop counting caution laps. I agree. Stop counting them, because we can refuel these cars, and we're losing majority of the race behind. Well, last year we had 37 laps behind caution, under 7 cautions. Back to Mike Joy.
Second caution of the day in the Goodyear 400 at Darlington, South Carolina. Let's go back, have another look at this incident that involved Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones, and Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, and you're going to see why Eric Jones spun out right here shortly. Oh, did you hear the car almost go? It sounded like it might have gone into neutral right there.
Or shut off.
Yeah, or shut off or something right there. And then you see the contact behind that with the 11 and 23. So hear what the 11 and Denny Hamlin had to say about it.
I'm sure we got toe damage, and the wheels to the right. Well, I showed low, and he went low and checked out.
Yeah.
No, that was just the brake locking up.
That's right. He was way hard on the brakes, trying to keep from running him over, and unfortunately got in the back of him. Tore up race car.
All right, Shane Van Gisbergen gets the free pass. He will restart 20th. Then, looks like 13 cars took the wave around, including Michael McDowell, who again will restart in the back, too fast down pit road. So,
yep, here we go again. Free pass was SVG. That time by. Right, here we go then. The fans are up on their feet. They're all ready to go. Let's see what stage 2 has to offer. Our third start of the day. Larson up high. Busher down low. We go green at Darlington. It's a little bit of a move further back to block Byron and Logano. We're now seeing the 6 down low. Keselowski immediately has jumped Busher, and he's now down on that low line, trying to get ahead of Larson. Elliott's in there too, trying to catch up with them, pair of them, but it's going to be into turn number 3. The lead of the race belongs again to Brad Keselowski. Great getaway, great start, as we'll open it up. Now we're seeing Busher down low, side by side with Larson. Just also further back, you've got to add in the contention that you've got the 9 car trying to go up high. Where is... Oh, that's Chase Elliott. Where? Oh, where? Oh, where? What happened? There we go. I was just thinking, what happened to Cindric, Hamlin, who were right in the back? They've lifted off. And now we're also seeing the 54 in a battle. Chastain, Gibbs, the 54. Herbs, Dillon, this is down in over 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th positions. Larry Mack.
They went ahead and rolled the dice, Kevin. They only had 11 laps on their tires. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot of laps at Darlington, but I think they felt like a good opportunity. Yeah, all the leaders, including the wave around, you're going to have to go 69 laps. That's a stretch. You can do it on fuel. That's a stretch on the tires.
Blaney's
so if they split it, they would pit about lap 150.
Well, if you make me run 60-some laps, Larry, I'm going to be mad at you.
I won't do that to you, bud.
Thank you, Larry.
So half the field stopped. The first 21 cars came in. The whole rest of the field did not. So once this cycles through, get the feeling we're going to be catching lap cars again pretty soon.
Yeah, it's not going to take long, but I think that there is definitely going to be some strategy as to when you short pit right here to try to protect yourself from going a lap down. So, you know, even though you have 11 laps on the tires, you're going to be able to keep up better than if you had 30, 35, 40 laps on the tires. So.
And we've just got right now as Ryan Preece moves ahead of Buescher, so that's now up into 4th position. Move going on further back. Chastain gets ahead of Cindric, and that's going to bring Briscoe with him. And slinking through back again. Jack, you back with us? Keselowski leads, and this is going actually quite well.
Oh yeah, sorry, I missed the restart. Was it just like on-track overtake, simple pass?
Yeah, Keselowski got through, jumped up from 3rd to 1st.
Okay, so it is Hamlin now to the inside of William Byron. Can he make the move stick? It looks like he can. He is up into 6th position.
Harvick told Lion Mac if he makes him run 6 laps on the same set of tyres, he was going to be mad at him. Radio.
Something is wrong with the brake pedal. It's really hard.
That's Reddick.
No view. Pedal not moving, really stiff. Locking the left front up hard. Copy that. Just maybe give it a minute. See if you can cool it back down or go a little rearward on bias.
And I could tell by his downshift getting into 3, Kevin, when he went to downshift, that thing was trying to wheel hop and get up from underneath him. You could hear it in the driveline. So
it's not going well, is it, Jack? So Reddick's car's battery's going, the brakes are going. He's having to short shift. That car is a walking death trap today.
Yeah, Reddick, he is struggling big time now.
But a DNF is even more critical in NASCAR this year as well, with every point mattering. He's got to tough it out for another 170 laps. We're not even halfway yet. It's only been an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay, apparently Jones, Bubba, and Denny have all met minimum.
Good after their accident. Hamlin's looking good further back there anyway, earlier on. Just trying to have a look. Yeah, Hamlin's back up into 6th place after that accident somehow. So he's still making good moves and good decisions out here. As we now see another move going on further back. So that's Riley Herbst making a move.
How about RFK? Roush, Fenway, Sports Group, Keselowski. Brad's leading. Buescher's in 3rd. Preece is in 4th. They had this race circled. They were going to do it for the Biff, for Greg Biffle. They salute him with the paint jobs on the cars. This race has special meaning for them, and look where they're running. 1st, 3rd, and 4th.
Yeah, and
it's a good call, isn't it, to honour Greg Biffle as well, to be in 1st position, Jack.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'd love an RFK car to win today. I think that would make the perfect throwback weekend. So NASCAR, please rig it so that one of them wins. Give them slightly better engines than everyone else.
Well, Keselowski's doing well. He's won here twice before. I wonder if he can do it again here today, despite having broken leg. Oh, yep, still looking at the fans as we go to commercial break. What a run we've had here.
That was Limp Bizkit, wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah.
Oh man, I think it was Nookie by Limp Bizkit. Absolute undisputed banger, and if you disagree, you are wrong.
I prefer the country and western pop that we get when we go to other countries.
No.
I know.
America was the birthplace of nu metal, one of the best genres to ever exist. I mean, hey, we had Korn like literally last week at the race.
Yeah, we did. I forgot about that.
Someone's stealing your stream, guys.
No,
Ow.
that's us. That's us. We're on 2 streams today.
Oh no, yeah, no. I'll explain it quickly. USN, or whatever their name is now, I can't remember. Ultimate Sports
Media,
is
it?
We are covering both of them. So both of our because the USM crew can't cover this because they have tons of basketball to cover for March Madness. So we're covering the Cup Series on both channels.
Yeah.
So you unfortunately have to listen to 2 annoying British guys do the commentary for both.
Yes, usually on Ultimate Sports Media, it's Matthew Owens, Matt White and Seth Eves, but at the moment they're all covering the basketball, and we work with Ultimate Sports Media. Sometimes I'm on them for basketball coverage and tennis coverage, but you hear them sometimes on the JB Motorsports call, but this time it's the other way round. They're taking us because we're helping them out, like they helped me out when I had lost my voice back at Texas. Pleasure that we're saving your subscriptions to FS1. But yes, so give the Ultimate Sports Media team a follow and a subscribe. I'll share their at somewhere as well to come into it, because they are absolutely tremendous with their March Madness coverage.
Could we improve the accents by making them Welsh, someone said?
Yeah?
To be fair, Welsh is quite a nice accent. Just kidding, love you guys. Keep up the great work. Appreciate it, Cyrus.
Pleasure, everybody, as well coming into it.
Oh, David Hobbs. Oh, he was phenomenal. I loved him.
I don't know if I can do a Welsh accent.
He was the guy who did it like the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah, David Hobbs is in the Formula 1 calls as well on NBC. And there is a fight in the infield. Oh, that's it.
You know the one with Donnie and Bobby Allison deciding to 2-on-1 with Kel Yarborough.
It's so brilliant. He was.
By the way, NASCAR, let them fight, please.
You've been critical about it. I'm with you on that. Let them fight. If they want to
let
fight,
them fight, man.
Yeah. I mean, you can't say don't fight and then as soon as there is a fight, promote it on social media for the next 2 billion
Exactly,
years.
man. Like, come on. Let the guys. Again, I am a big boys have at it person when it comes to NASCAR, because I like to see disputes settled on track or in the garage. I like minimal interference from the sanctioning body.
By the way,
I think that's the way to go.
Now it's an RFK 1-2-3. By the way, how brilliant is that?
I know, with the Biffle throwback.
This is
beautiful.
This is the Biff looking down and putting the little grace on the race right now. Fantastic stuff. 1, 2, and 3.
Dave, AJ is doing a Biffle throwback. He's running the Biffle font.
Quite a lot of them are doing the font and as well.
Yeah.
They've got little.
We're just not seeing him because colleague are very slow.
They've got stickers on the cars. In fact, quite a lot of the drivers are carrying stickers this weekend across several of the alumni.
And someone says, don't forget about the betting odds. Unfortunately, I am not the person to trust for betting advice, because I said Josh Berry was going to win Darlington last year, and he crashed on the very first lap.
That was the best moment of the season, because you'll face...
Oh, absolutely.
You were like, oh, what? No! So
I literally was just like, okay, like, Josh, I apologise.
I'm out,
I'm
bye.
sorry. Sorry, Josh.
Can we get,
love you, man.
Can we get that... I wish JT was here. I'd love to get that clip out. He's travelling back at the moment, so he'll be back with us next week.
The commentator, man.
It was the ultimate curse, the commentator. Throwback screens mandatory for Darlington Spring Race. Well, they've made it unofficial now, haven't they?
Someone said, is it just me, or did someone just said on Twitter, Chris Knight specifically, he said that, did Denny Hamlin's car get faster after the crash?
Yeah.
Yes, somehow. And then,
of course it gets
it's
faster.
them cheating Yoders.
Can I just ask something? I'll come onto the Combox camera. With this being a throwback weekend, do I throw it back to a classic bit of television and use the lip mic?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's throwback weekend.
I don't have one. I'm using a very modern headset mic.
Well, I've got a headset on. I can put the headset mic down, but it's throwback weekend. This is what we Brits use to commentate on features as well. You haven't seen it much on the NASCAR calls, but if you're a regular viewer on JB Motorsports, you've seen me use it for every other series. I try for the American series to use a headset because that's what you are used to as a broadcaster, and I don't want to alienate you by using a lip mic across those series. So headsets are your norm.
Okay.
I'll use a headset.
I'll read out some more stuff from the chat. Yes, we need drivers to show us their actual personalities. I think we've got some good personalities in the sport right now. I think that we've got Carson Hocevar's great, Ross Chastain's great.
Yeah.
Bubba Wallace, I think, is a really good personality to have in the sport. Who else am I thinking of? Blaney, I think, is a pretty good personality.
Blaney's
in
a
the
new
lower
one,
series.
yeah.
In the lower series, you've got Caden Honeycutt,
Corey
Roger
Haim.
Carruth, Corey Haim. There are some good personalities out there. I would say Roger is a very underrated personality. That guy's hilarious.
Carruth's been
On one other thing, I will say, I agreed with them banning the Chastain wall ride. That had to happen. There's Riley Herbst scraping the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they had to ban that. It was too OP.
Because everyone would do it.
Because everyone would do it.
Week in,
To
week
be
out.
fair, after one time doing it, he absolutely annihilated the car.
Worth it for a playoff spot, though.
Just for a playoff spot. Thankfully, we don't have to talk about that anymore.
Yay! Is Hocevar the Dan Ticktum of NASCAR?
No. No, I would say the two are not remotely comparable. I actually think the Dan Ticktum of NASCAR would have been like old Kyle Busch.
Yeah, I'd go
That's a more perfect comparison.
What about Bubba?
No, Bubba's cool. Bubba's cool.
Yeah, but so's Dan. Have you seen his latest stuff?
Okay, to be fair, Dan Ticktum's hilarious. I don't care what
Yeah.
anyone says. I think he's hilarious. He's the kind of personality a lot of... Because he's the kind of guy who just isn't PR trained. Well, he
not.
is, but he chooses not to be.
He's a loose cannon.
They call on Wikipedia. It's like he's known for his very brash personality. I'm like, you just mean honest. I love his radios when he's doing badly. He's like, can you just order me a taxi? Hilarious. I love the guy. SVG can get mad. Very rarely. It doesn't happen often. And even when he's mad, he's still smiling.
Sorry, who was that again? I tuned out for a second.
SVG.
SVG. Oh, SVG has always been a
SVG, I still remember when him and Austin Hill had their argument in, what was it? Kota. And I thought Austin Hill was gonna, like, punch him or something, but no, like, SVG's just, like, an entire 2 inches taller than him. And I'm like, yeah. Because to be fair, like, I wouldn't want to mess with SVG, you know.
No.
He's like a giant, man. Wouldn't want to mess with that. Who else is the other? I mean, Suarez can get mad quite easy. He's been in a beef with every single Trackhouse guy so far this year as well. It's hilarious.
Just watching Blaney jumping back quite a bit, actually. Is he coming down pit road already, or is he just...
Exactly. I agree with American Outlaw. I find it hilarious people want NASCAR to go back to the old ways, but as soon as the big personalities come out, people are like, oh, these are terrible. Look at Bubba Wallace.
True.
As a good example. People seem to hate Bubba Wallace, and I still have yet to see a other than, like, Vegas 22, which, yeah, fair enough. I can see the argument for that. That was stupid. But it's just like, that guy is objectively, that guy's a big personality. He also likes metal, so of course I'm going to like him. But him and Blaney used to, there's like a video of, like, them playing some, like, Job for a Cowboy, like, deathcore stuff out there from, like, years ago. I'll probably try and find it. Blaney's, like, doing, like, death growls and all that. It's really cool.
Pit road's in. Denny Hamlin is coming in, as you say. We've got a few more others coming down. Let's go back down quickly to Fox to get stops.
He had made up some serious ground there at the end. So
it's halfway, by the way,
Hamlin,
46 to go.
His team doing a good job putting him in the game.
Here they all come.
Larson in. Jamie Little.
Kyle Larson, who led 16 laps earlier, just that vibration is his only complaint. 4 tires here and air pressure for the 5 team.
Ryan Preece is in. So is Chase Briscoe.
Byron. Leader's going to come.
Daniel Suarez, Chastain, Cindric.
Add Keselowski to that.
Dillon, Bell, Byron is done. Here's Gibbs. So a lot of these lead lap cars coming.
Everyone's running nuts out there right now as they just want to get traction done. Go, go, go.
Regan.
Well, Mike, as soon as that first wave of cars hit pit road, crew chief Jeremy Bones immediately came on the radio, said, next time by, Brad, we're going to stop. That's exactly what they're doing right here. As for Brad in the car, he has been silent on the radio, so much so I had to go check with the team to make sure I was on the right channel. He's happy with that 6.
All 3 RFK cars stop on the same lap. That
Lead
hands
is
the
in.
lead to Chase Elliott.
Oh, you know when that driver's happy, he's not talking, so good sign from BK.
Van Gisbergen completes his stop. Kyle Busch is in. Joey Logano lap down. He's in.
It's going to be close
Riley
here.
Herbst. Eric Jones
coming off
pit lane.
Coming off of 2, you got your leader Keselowski, and there's second place Hamlin. Here he goes.
Hamlin sweeps down low and will get just ahead, but has to back out.
That's what you hope for when you pit a couple laps before the leader, and Brad's hoping to cut it as close as possible and have a little bit of a tire advantage over Denny Hamlin, and he's able to fend him off right there. But that's exactly what you wanted to do if you were Denny Hamlin. Try to put yourself in front of as many of these cars as possible. As you see the 17 now of Chris Buescher working his way to look underneath that 11 car.
Yeah, Hamlin.
Yeah, so at the moment, Hamlin's still got the advantage, but now here we come. Here comes the 17 down low. Larson's coming in as well to play. So Keselowski's gone straight back ahead, Jack, and Keselowski's just taken off with it. And there's Chase Elliott.
Yeah, Chase Elliott leading in that somewhat bland universe scheme. Someone said, imagine a Darrell Waltrip in today's environment, or a Tim Richmond. Exactly. These big personalities don't survive. But another one, imagine Dale Earnhardt in today's environment.
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking Dale
He would not survive.
No,
people would hate. I'm not going to say people didn't hate the guy at the time, because they did.
They'd really hate him today, though.
Absolutely, they really hated him at the time. You either loved him or he was like Marmite. You either love him or you hate him.
Reddick.
Having some issues
For the record, I'm a Marmite
but
lover.
he also made point to the crew chief, Billy Scott. I'm in traffic, and I know that that's a big part of it.
Filling up with Sunoco race fuel with Poet Zero Carbon Bioethanol. And that stop's done.
Yeah, earlier on I said tame the black lady instead of taming the lady in black. I've had like 2 hours sleep over the last 3 days. It's been a long weekend thanks to Imster. Chase Elliott's coming down.
2 seconds a lap off. I gotta believe, yeah, he's coming to pit road right now. To me, they ran 1 lap too far. But I don't think he could get to pit road because of traffic.
So that extra lap that Chase Elliott ran before making his stop is going to cost him several seconds to the other leaders once we cycle through. Josh?
Well, for Chase Elliott, they've been able to get that car to turn better the way he wanted, but still complaining about the front end of that car and how it's making him overcompensate for the back as he comes in, gets 4 tires and fuel.
And there goes Keselowski. He leads Buescher by a second, Denny Hamlin by 2, Kyle Larson by almost 3.
Yeah, and when he was able to clear Denny Hamlin and not have to sit behind him and worry about how to get back by, that just put him right back in control of the race. And you know, when a guy like Brad Keselowski has control of a race and able to dictate the strategy and wait a couple laps in like he did in this scenario, I mean, the confidence level just keeps going up and up and up for Brad as you click off these laps.
Really good stuff right now, Jack, in terms of who's going to manage the pit stop strategy best. It's 61 of 95. There's a long way to go, but just to go back to that chat conversation coming into it, you either hated Earnhardt with a passion or loved him like a son. Good call.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is no... that he is... And for context, I like Earnhardt. And I get he was before my time. I like drivers that are willing to don the black hat.
Yeah.
The ones who are willing to be hated by the fans, regardless of how they drive. Denny Hamlin's probably the current example.
Oh, 100%.
Don't know who's going to take it over. I mean, Kurt Busch did it pretty well. Kyle Busch did it brilliantly, I thought. I think Kyle said on Denny's podcast, I think, he went, the reason I talked so much trash to everybody was because I was there to back it up. I can win. I don't do that anymore because I'm not winning. I also still love Kyle's bow he does after every race win.
I do. It's the respect, isn't it? To the fans for sticking around.
It's like you guys came to see the Kyle Busch show.
Thank you very much for coming. Have a good night. Oh, there's the 11 going on the outside of Larson. Yeah, Hamlin passing Larson. These two having beef, of course, on track over the last couple of weeks, especially last week when Hamlin took victory. Sad about SVG's stats facts being lost, isn't it? But yeah, Hamlin winning in Vegas was brilliant last week. Moment of the race, 100%. The Mind of Kip is way behind on the stream, aren't you? If the car goes below 12 votes, it won't run. It's just enough, and they have put in a bigger battery.
We're going to need a bigger battery.
I love that line.
It's a Jaws reference for those that don't understand it. Great film, by the way.
Jaws, or...
Jaws, yeah, really. Generally, I really enjoy it. Both Jaws 1 and Jaws 2 are really good. I think Jaws 2's better, to be honest with you.
Shrek 2 was a great sequel. So
Yeah.
was Terminator 2. In fact, name me Empire Strikes Back. There's so many great sequels out there.
The second... Empire Strikes Back is many people's favourite Star Wars movie.
Mine.
My favourite is personally Revenge of the Sith.
That's Megan's.
Yeah, she's correct. It is the best.
It is one of the best.
It's also a very dark one. That's why I enjoy it a lot. And Rogue One is criminally underrated.
Oh my god, Rogue One is amazing. Rogue One is easily the best they've
criminally
made.
underrated.
Yeah. Rogue One is perfection of the new era. Do you know what I mean? Out of 7, 8, 9, Solo and all that.
What was the hand gesture there from Hosabar?
Is he trying to go down low or come with me? It was a bit weird, wasn't it, that one?
I don't know what that was. I don't know if they're I don't think they're beefing, because I think SVG and Hosabar tend to like each other.
Blimey.
And they're never usually around each other on track, because typically the tracks Hosabar is good at, SVG isn't.
Sorry, I know I'm about to scream at her, but yeah, not Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. What do you mean? Kalima.
I've never watched Indiana Jones. I really need to.
Sorry, I've one on button. Did you never see? You've never seen it? Seriously? How have you never seen Indiana Jones?
I just kind of stopped watching films a few years ago.
Oh my god. I watched, what did I watch recently?
I just watched long YouTube videos instead.
Fair enough. I watched
like 2
recently
hours long.
The Damned United, which was the Brian Clough movie with Michael Sheen. Very good film. Very much enjoyed that. Right, let's have a look back at the pit stop for Keselowski.
Yeah, this is the only thing that worries me about this 6 car. Can they compete with these guys that they're racing around when the money's on the line for a pit stop? But if they have the trouble like they did right here, they're not going to maintain that track position at first, Clint.
A little slow on that right front is exactly where it was. But again, I agree with you. You can see how close Buescher got to him, his teammate.
Well, they're 11th in the pit crew ranking. Ross Chastain had to re-jack up the right side.
Oh, no.
He came in 10th, but had a 20-second stop.
So that's dropped Chastain back. Formula Zone saying that's a classic, Josh. Sauce for caps. Would that be The Damned United? Yeah, great film. Great film. Sam says Martin Brundle didn't like Shrek 2. That's also true. Let's hear some radio.
Far off. I mean, the balance now is somewhat, like, drivable, but...
That's Logano.
Freaking slow as
Christopher Bell.
10 on the 1 car for a spot. What a gun. I know, man. I know. Typical Kenny. Focus, man, because we're faster and we're faster.
Jones?
Sorry. We're going fast again.
Radio remix.
I love radios.
So yeah, just quickly, Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is a masterpiece.
Shrek 2's amazing.
It's the best
Martin Brundle. I mean, Martin Brundle's line was incredible, to be fair.
Yeah.
I haven't been this disappointed since Shrek 2. Like, just genuinely top-tier commentary line.
I'm convinced he meant Shrek 3.
I hope he did.
Nobody likes Shrek 3. I don't think
the main good thing that Shrek did was introduce Smash Mouth to the world.
Yeah, yeah. The only good thing about Shrek 3...
Didn't their singer die recently as well?
I think so, yeah. The only thing about Shrek 3 that was decent was when Shrek goes, somebody better be dying, and they cut to the frog.
Okay, that is a really good scene, fair enough.
I'm dying. So okay, that's funny. But anything else, no, it was ridiculous. Because the King Arthur, all that plot, he disappeared after the next. Was he in number 4? No. Number 4 was like, I'm not looking forward to 5 either.
True. Sorry, Dave, true. Rogue One was the most important storyline never told.
Agreed.
True.
It's like, it's just perfect. Absolutely perfect. However, I would have liked it if they all survived.
That's part of the thing. Because it's quite a dark film as well.
It's so dark. And my favourite line out of all of it? Be careful not to choke on your aspirations, Director Krennic, as Vader force chokes him.
Yeah, but Vader back then was like super powerful. He
Yeah.
got weaker as the films went on.
Well, he was going back to the light side, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he was so powerful.
Cody Ware's not
Like,
out of the
it's
race.
insane.
When did Timmy Hill retire from the race, though? He's out.
Ages ago. He went out ages ago.
Wow.
He went to the garage about probably 40 laps in.
Yeah, it's 113 down. You're right. So, well, the Intimidator. I think you mentioned it actually at that point. I just
The
can't remember.
Intimidator was not. He did enough intimidating for the day. The field was scared enough, and he decided he'd had enough.
Oh yeah, rest in peace to Chuck Norris. Oh, what a shame.
Rest in peace, Chuck Norris. Not only that, the father of Eric Norris, the 2002 Winston West champion.
Loved NASCAR. Absolutely loved it. Oh, radio.
He's going to be out for the next 2 races in addition to this one.
Guys,
Yeah, so he's out for the next 2 weeks at least, Bowman. That's what I was told on Media Day on Thursday. So, yeah, not great. Fox had Ware as asterisks on their timing board. What a surprise. We've got the international feed, you see, up here in the comments box, so we get a different timing tower to yours. So the timing tower you see comes from NASCAR themselves. And you won't find that anywhere else but here on JB Motorsports and this week on the Other Sports Media website. So, 17 to go in Stage 2. We've actually got some green flag running for good runs. So, 108 laps, presumably going to run to 98 for Stage 3. That's going to be the most exciting. Are we hyped? Oh, and Stenhouse and Briscoe battling and making contact, and that's allowed Todd Gilliland to get ahead of Stenhouse, but couldn't get ahead of Briscoe. Interesting. As we now see, that's Keselowski. Is that been passed by Chris Buescher trying to go around the outside, or is he lapping the 16? He's lapping the 16. Just trying to see what's happening down there. So, 15 laps in this stage. So, are we... love The Godfather, says Nathan as well. Godfather is amazing.
Watched it again. I just never got around to it. I will say a film, by the way, that I really love is The Matrix. Absolutely love The Matrix. All the Matrix films are actually really good. Even the new one I actually watched recently was genuinely... I actually think it was really, really good. Even like the really new one, I really enjoyed. We got Ty Gibbs making the move on 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Cole Custer now just behind him, as is Taylor Reddick. And Larson's just lapping AJ Allmendinger and his teammate Justin Allgaier.
This is looking quite an interesting run as they try and find it. Look, there's, again, lap times changing around. So, yeah, just to touch back on that Shrek 5. What, next year? Not sure I'm going to like Shrek 5. Yeah. Where is the CH in Battery? Battery. That's pretty much what's happening. Oh, look at that. Throwback weekend, and everyone's throwing it back to Dale Earnhardt. Oh, we got Junior there too. You know, some Junior throwbacks to him. Darlington FS1. Let's go back to them.
Vintage NASCAR apparel is really big right now. That's what my daughter tells me.
It is.
Big demand.
They wanted to honor Greg Biffle with the numbers on these RFK cars, and boy, are they giving him a good ride. Both of them, Keselowski and Chris Buescher, leading his field.
Stole the show today.
There you go, buddy. Keep hitting your marks. Just maintaining about 6 to 8.
And the good news for both of these cars, they're going to score stage points and put themselves in a great spot for the first 2 stages so far. So that's the exact opposite of what they've been doing to start the year by protecting themselves in the first 2 stages by running well.
Okay, do you want to all agree with me or disagree with me here? Worst sequel, Cars 2.
Nah, hard. Define sequel. Are we going exclusively second movie in the franchise?
Yeah, Cars 2.
Oh, let me think about this.
Has to be. Cars 2 is bad, right?
The thing is, I still like Cars 2. I just think it's nowhere near the other two films.
It doesn't need to be done. I don't know what they were smoking.
It needs to be a side project
Yeah.
thing, like a little side story.
If Lightning McQueen wasn't in it, it would work better. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair. If there's like no racing, I
Yeah.
think it would work a lot better.
Thing is, they sidelined McQueen in his own movie to put it to Meta. It should have just been a Meta movie. That would have worked better. And he can have
I mean,
all-
Meta's the GOAT.
Sonic 4? I stopped watching. I only saw the first Sonic. I didn't watch the rest. Detective Pikachu I loved. I wish they'd do a sequel to that.
Oh my god, Detective Pikachu was so good.
Pika. It was fantastic. That was everywhere, wasn't it, for a couple of months?
Sonic
gosh.
4. I haven't seen the last couple of Sonic. I haven't seen the last Sonic film yet. I need to go watch it.
Okay.
Like Sonic was like my childhood.
Can I be controversial? I don't like the current Spider-Man movies. I'm looking forward to this one, and Far From Home is alright. But
I mean, I like him. I don't think they're as good as like the Tobey Maguire stuff, but
See,
no,
I agree.
nothing will ever be that good.
I think Andrew Garfield was brilliant in the role.
Yeah, get this guy out of here.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a great movie. Great movie. Heartbreaking, but good.
He is a great actor. It's not his fault he got
Tom
a bad
Holland.
script.
Yeah.
Like, I think the script holds those movies back big time.
Oh, massively. There's too much exposition. And it's too complicated to follow. Trying to follow... The thing is, if you watch the movies separately, they're great. But if you try and work it all out and put it all together, it's complicated. Like, I love Captain America, the first... The first Avenger, whatever it is, that movie. The original. I like the 1945 setting. I like how it's a proper war film. But then you've got a superhero in it. It kind of all fits. Watching Tyler Reddick now in the 45. He's running his 7th position. Still having issues out there. Larry Mack.
Since they changed that battery, put the bigger battery, they
75 laps
just
since
asked
they
for an
changed it.
update on his voltage. He said 12.7, 12.8, which is good. We still got over 100 laps to go, and he's not complained about anything else about the brakes.
So the battery got swapped out at 75 laps ago, as Larry said. 12.7.12. That's good for a battery voltage. That should work. Oh, who's that? Is that Hamlin?
I think so.
Hamlin might have a tyre down. He's nursing it back into pit road. We're staying green so far, but CC's reporting on the radio something's broke, Jack. Denny Hamlin might be out of it. Don't know what's happened there. I hope it's just a tyre. I really hope it's
I think
a tyre.
he'll be alright. He just needs to come in soon.
Where's Bubba Wallace at the moment, someone's asked. Bubba is... I can't even see him on my timing screen. Who is he? Larry Mack.
Stage points, but what do you do here?
Yeah, I mean, we still, Mike, we've got, we've got 15 laps to go before this start. No, we got 5 laps to go before the stage is over. I just don't know about a loose wheel. They run 41 laps.
You see, here comes the run. Busher is on him. Brad's having trouble with Logano and some lap traffic. This is the opportunity.
Yeah, so Chris Buescher wants some stage points here. No idea what's happened to Bubba Wallace. He has dropped 3 laps down. We'll try and chase that out during the stage break. But right now, Keselowski's under attack from Buescher as Denny Hamlin. Something has broke, but he's trying just to get to the end of the stage. Oh, yeah, Bubba got collected in the wreck. Thank you for reminding me there. Yeah, Bubba got collected. I should check my notes. So Bubba had to repair stuff, and he got 3 laps down. He was involved in contact after Denny Hamlin spun Eric Jones around, causing the second caution, and the 23 whacked the side of the wall on the right side and had a bump with the front right. 4 to go at the moment, and Keselowski's really holding Buescher back. Sorry, I should remember to look at my notes, but it's been a long day, and we've done quite a lot of broadcasts. Radio.
Denny Hamlin has fallen from 10th. Surrendered that to Daniel Suarez.
So he should box now. Oh, he can't. Well, if he boxes now, Jack, he'll be able to, but he can't with 2 to go because the pits are closed. So Hamlin has to come in this time by. But surely he's now just gonna have to make it to the end.
Sorry, I just read something on Twitter. Chris Knight just said, Chase Elliott on his fresher tyres is ploughing through the field right now. And then And Jeff Gluck put, don't tell them that, Chris. They're all annoyed at Gustafsson for, quote, bad strategy. Chase Elliott fans are interesting.
Let's have a look. Is Keselowski going to hold on for these stage points? We'll come into the comms box. Hamlin is really under attack now from Noah Gragson in the 4. Now, over the line, 1 to go in stage 2 here at Darlington. Who's going to take it? Keselowski, 0.125 back is Buescher. Only a couple more corners. It's still finding in those positions. Keselowski holds on, gets a little wiggle. Buescher's with him. It's going to be a move into 3 and 4. Surely, go for it, maximum stage.
I say go for the... Oh.
He's going low.
He's going for it.
Buescher's going low. Keselowski's running into the wall. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Keselowski's got the toe. Brad Keselowski dominates stage 1 and stage 2 here at Darlington. Buescher in second. Larson comes out in third. And then it's Briscoe, Reddick, Preece, Byron, Gibbs, Cindric, Suarez, top 10 at the end of stage 2. 1 and 2 belonging to Brad Keselowski. He's walking wounded, but he's driving high.
Yeah. Oi, all the other NASCAR drivers, y'all suck, man. Like, seriously. You're getting beat by a guy whose leg isn't even working properly.
It's just hilarious, isn't it, that this is happening? I mean, it was Denny last week with a broken shoulder for the entire season. It's Keselowski this week with a broken leg being healed. I can't wait. I really can't. What's next week's going to be? It's absolutely perfection, all of this. Getting better and better and better. Stick around after the show is complete, by the way, here on JB Motorsports. That's because when we end our show, we'll also be hearing from the top 2 coming into... Well, we'll hear from all the drivers throughout the field, but also at the end of the show, we'll redirect you to the wonderful show on Grid Network for their wrap-up later on tonight. So stay with us at the end, and you'll be redirected over there for the wrap-up show. So, stage 2 is complete. We are gearing up for the start of stage 3. Final one of the night going to be done. Who are you hoping for then out here, Jack, for this one? Got any stage winner ideas? Sorry, any race winner ideas, I should say.
Carson Hocevar, but that's not happening.
Fairs. Sticking with Hocevar. Brave call. Just trying to get my liked videos open so I can get the link for the show. Here it is. As we gear up to tonight's action, let's check in with NASCAR on Fox as we're under caution for the stage break. Pit road active. Bubba Wallace, Denny Hamlin getting repairs. To be fair, saw that coming. Just time to relax at this point, isn't it? Let's go back over to Fox.
Kevin, so I know you work with a lot of young drivers. What advice do you give when you're working with them about this track?
It sounds repetitive, but race the racetrack. Okay. Only go as fast as your car will go, and just keep yourself in the game because you're going to make mistakes. This weekend's Cup race could be the gnarliest race that we have seen there in a long time.
Join Kevin and crew every Tuesday and Thursday for NASCAR's #1 on the Pie Chart podcast. Expert opinion, top storylines, and big names in sports and entertainment on Kevin Harvick's Happy Hour. How about our own DW, who has always talked about Darlington and about racing the racetrack here. Here's Darrell's quote. And look at those cars. Monte Carlos, Le Mans, Grand Prix, Thunderbirds, and more. That was Darrell after winning here in 1984.
Nothing's changed, Mike.
Yep.
Whether you've got the cars of old or the cars of new, you have to race this racetrack. And right now, you got to make some good pit stops. And, you know, we heard Regan talk about Brad sliding through the pit box and slowing that pit box or pit stall down, but we've seen so many mistakes on pit road today, put Bubba Wallace pretty much out of this race with that bad pit stop he had.
Now, Denny Hamlin came in before pit road opened, and they're talking on the radio about a monoball as being possibly the problem. Let's listen.
We think there's nothing underneath that's broken that we can tell. We think we had a left rear wheel loose. There's some signs of that. It's the only thing we can tell. Okay. I mean, that's a possibility considering what I felt.
Yeah, so I've had this scenario happen. It happened to me at Phoenix one year, and it felt like, you remember, Clint, when the track bar, we used to have them move around? That's what happens when that left rear tire comes loose. That thing will start to shift on the hub, and it'll start to feel like it's adding skew to the car. And when you've been driving it straight all day, it feels really funny, and definitely got away with one right there.
And that stop was 9.2 seconds, their fastest stop of the season. All right, pit road is open. Jamie.
Kyle Larson's crew chief Cliff Daniels standing on the wall assisting the pit crew as they go over for him. He says he's just lacking grip, still has that vibration that he's had all race long, especially early in the run. He said, don't free me up, just let's have a good stop, try to gain spots on pit road. Josh.
A strong start to the day for Chris Buescher. Said that car's a little bit free but doesn't want any adjustments. Finished second in stage number 2 there, Regan.
19 to Chase Briscoe, migrated 2 free on that last run. And the 6 of Brad Keselowski, after the green flag stop, said he was holding on from lap 1. Doesn't like the green flag cycles on that 6.
Kyle Larson trying to win the race off pit road there. Got a good launch out of his box and ends up second, +1. Keselowski.
16 making it happen right there. Yep. And that's what you want to see when you have a car that hasn't been in the front consistently all year. Your pit crews step up and be able to nail a pit stop to keep the lead.
Someone spammed our chat there, but it was actually quite funny when it came up. I put it through Google Translate. It said it has been detected that 90% of the members of this group are reading this message in a shrimp-like position, seriously damaging their spines. Funny, but don't spam.
Okay, that's actually very funny.
Yeah, don't spam. Funny, but don't spam it.
Please don't spam in the chat, guys.
Post it, but don't spam it. But that was quite funny. I'll let you off that one. I'll put it in what he says.
You know, I think that's actually quite funny. That's actually quite funny. Fair enough. I respect it. What language is it in, actually?
I don't know.
Spanish. Yeah, respect. Well, I don't respect, but it's quite funny still, at least.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it through, but it's in the wrong language. It was quite funny. Give me 1 minute, guys. It was quite funny, and I'll post it. It was funny, but yeah.
Penalty. Ross Chastain, too fast on pit road. He'll start at the rear.
Yeah, it was funny, but please don't. Oh, okay. Sure, I should say that. Yeah, funny, but please don't spam. It was quite funny. Yeah, that's what it said. I'll just put it in the chat. It said it said system security alert. It has been detected that 90% of members of this group are coming in.
But it's also why I stand up.
I stand to commentate and I sit down occasionally during
I stand. Oh, I'm sitting down right now. But I usually stand up when I commentate.
Yeah.
Sitting down can actually, if you do it too much, it can damage your spine. So.
Yeah, true, and that's why I sit.
Disgusting. What, the food or the act?
Both. I stand up, as you see me, Jack, usually in the commentary box, but for NASCAR, I sit down a bit, because, you know, it's 4 hours on your feet. It's quite a lot. But I stand up every now and then. But yeah, stand up while commentating always. But, yeah. Monty Python loves spam. Oh, Monty Python's brilliant. What a jump. Monty Python is exact. I can't wait. 2 weeks, it's Easter. And every Easter, we watch Monty Python Life of Brian. Absolutely hilarious. Let's go back to Chris Myers.
On FS1 and after stage 2, time for a race break with Jamie McMurray, Chris Myers. Recapping if you tuned in a little bit late. Tyler Reddick, the pole sitter, led the first 45 laps, but had trouble in the pits.
Yeah, Reddick obviously had some issues with having to change a battery, lost all that ground, and spent the whole race trying to make that up.
And more pit trouble is Blaney and Bubba Wallace. We talked about this, that every pit stop important. This affected.
And Chris, the one thing we highlighted is we want fast pit stops, but we don't want this. You don't want a disaster. It can take you completely out of the race. That got Bubba behind and then got him in a wreck.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin into the 43 of Eric Jones. Behind that, Bubba Wallace second in points. He started on the front row. He goes into the wall, causes problems. But in the meantime, the story is this man, 42-year-old Brad Keselowski, the Stage 1 and Stage 2 winner. 2012 champion. He's won here twice before. And Jamie, we talked on our pre-race show about how experienced and veteran drivers do the best here under these situations. You hope he's had a couple of pit stops already, actually 4 or 5 here. You hope that his pit crew can be up to what he has so far. Can he hang on?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Brad and Buescher have really good cars, but the one that I have my eye on is Tyler Reddick. You mentioned at the beginning they had to change the battery. Billy Scott gave Tyler the option at the end of that when they changed the battery. He's like, look, if you run any of your cooling equipment, we will have to put another battery in that car. Tyler has toughed it out, not run any of that cooling equipment, has put himself back in a position. I think he can get to the front and win this race today.
Wow. All right. For Keselowski, it's been 2 years since he's led this many laps. No Stage 2 winner this year has gone on to win the race. Brad K trying to do that, Mike.
Thanks, Chris. Well, we're only 2/3 of the way in this race. We've still got 100 laps. That's a long way at Darlington to go. Who do you like, Clint?
Same guy picked earlier, Kevin. That 45, Tyler Reddick, he's coming back to the front. So we saw it with Ryan Blaney earlier at Phoenix. You know, he had trouble, finally won the thing. I think he's still going to punch through.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Briscoe. I think that now that they're being able to adjust their car at the front of this pack, I think they'll have a good opportunity. But I agree with you. I think Reddick has the fastest car.
Well, fellas, so far it's RFK Day. Let's see how it goes as we get ready to start Stage 3. Keselowski, Larson, Buescher.
And this is going to be quite an interesting stage as we get ready out of the last corner. Keselowski up high, Larson down low. Behind will be coming in with Buescher and Briscoe. Byron in there too. Are you ready? The green flag falls on Stage 3 at Darlington Raceway. Good. Oh, look at that. Again, already the 19's pushing the 17 down in towards turn number 1. Now, Keselowski's got the high line, but can't get much traction. Radio open. Larson just gets lost. Yeah, Larson gets lost. Keselowski's getting loose and hits the side of the 17. That's going to allow coming up high some maneuvers coming in from Briscoe. Yeah, now the 19 getting right in the mix, but the 17's going to go through. Gets a little twitch, nearly hits Keselowski. And Jack, this is what I was saying. This circuit, you get twitches. It's like the 70s again. You're really having to fight the car to catch them.
I've been complaining a lot about how the next gen is too easy to drive. This today, it's looking like it's quite a bit of a you-know-what, shall we say, to drive. But there goes Briscoe! Chase Briscoe, 2 moves, 4 corners, see you later, and normal programming has resumed. Chase Briscoe to the lead at Darlington.
Keselowski now drops down to 2nd position. Buescher in 3rd. Byron still in 5th. It's status quo, really. So the biggest move on that time by definitely Chase Briscoe. Now, Bob Potcross is pointing out, but Jeff Gluck saying restart will be 100 laps to go. Just heard one radio say they are looking at likely a one-stop event, and that's Busch. Busch going through on the inside alongside Chase Elliott, but Christopher Bell dropping back. There we see Eric Jones, Carlton Hocevar, and Riley Herbst sort of coming in. There's the lesser spot. Oh, and the 36 speed gets spun round by the 88 on the front straightaway, and the 35 is into the wall. The caution comes out. A little nose tap for Riley Herbst, but he got spun round by the 88 coming out of 4. Going to have punctures on that as well, but that was all down to the 88 just not realising that Riley had come down. Oh. So the 88 comes down. Just contact. Literally just a little nerve tap. Now, we saw that live to commentate on that. I'd like the replay. But that brings out our next caution of the day with 96 to go. Radio.
Lead lap.
What do you do here, Larry? How many laps?
Smoke them if you got them, baby. I like it. Tires left.
I like it.
Here's the replay, Jack.
All right,
What do you think?
So we're looking. I'm looking towards the back.
Oh, this is the restart. This is when Keselowski hits Buescher.
Oh no, bro, I want to see Riley Herbst.
Yeah.
Look at Briscoe though. Just really, really smart driving. There you go. There's Riley. That is Connor Zilic, ladies and gentlemen.
Just nerfed him round.
Who sends
and Dylan in there too,
Riley
actually.
around.
Dylan got caught up in that as well. Austin Dillon. Just a little tap as well. But it all was Zilic. We got it right. Oh, the Fox box didn't, and we're not even on site. They can see what happened. It's right in front of the commentary position. Right, let's get down pit road. Pit road's coming open.
Buescher, here they come, Jamie.
William Byron comes in and pits from the 5th spot. Haven't talked much about him today. He's been quietly in the hunt there in the top 10. But he said the car just basically today not turning well enough to be able to make passes. So 4 tires here and another air pressure adjustment. Josh.
Yeah, for the 17 of Chris Buescher, they decided last second to stay out on that pit cycle, Regan.
19 to Chase Briscoe. It was a late decision to go ahead and pit when they saw the rest of the cars were. Got a good read on the car and clean air, said it was on the free side and no neutral, but good. Brad Keselowski, it was always 4 tires no matter what.
6 cars stayed out. Buescher, Gibbs, Suarez, Van Gisbergen, Dillon, and McDowell did not pit. We'll see how that plays out here in Darlington.
Yeah, so they're going to go a long run coming into this one. I'm enjoying this action today. 4 cautions, and we have 95 laps to go. He managed to get that caution period down, so we restart with 100 to go. Oh, Darlington, it was going so well, and then this becomes our second actual caution of the night. 2-stage cautions don't count. We had 7 last time we were here. Not to depress anybody, but to sort of play as an alarm as how I could come into it. Buescher, Gibbs, Suarez, Van Gisbergen. That could be our little order coming into this one. Well, this is going to run and run and run as we hold the tension. Personally enjoying the action that we could be seeing. My fingers are crossed that we have a good
Do you want some radio from Riley Herbst?
Go for it.
Riley Herbst gets spun. He says, "What the blank?" He's told the message from Connor is, "Sorry, he misjudged it." Riley replies, "Tell him to go blank himself." As you can see, he is very open and understanding.
That's unfortunate. Blank himself. Makes sense. Who crashed because of lap down? Well, I did tell you. Sharky, are you listening to our comms? Can you hear me? What happened was the 88 of Connor Zilic touched the back of the 36 of Riley Herbst, who hit the wall. And that brought out the caution. Number 4 of the night. I don't know if he is listening to our comms. Let's go through it. Fox.
I just got back from being AFK, he said.
Coming up next on FS1, full throttle, high-speed drag strip action. The NHRA is in Phoenix for the Arizona Nationals live right here on FS1 after the NASCAR Cup race. Show you what happened to Brad Keselowski here on this stop.
I tell you what happened to Brad Keselowski. He let this 19 Buescher around him on the racetrack, and watch the difference it makes for what was the leader. See, he came around Briscoe and had to be way out of round in his box, got him pointed wrong. That's going to lead to a slower stop, even lose more spots. Going to need to get back in front of Briscoe in that 19 car, Kevin.
Yeah, well, he's going to have a hard time winning this race if he doesn't get to pit with the track position in front of Briscoe.
Now, we talked a couple of weeks ago about cool suits and the issues. Here is Tyler Reddick trying to purge the fluid out of his cool suit.
Yeah, he's basically going to try to get all the water that is in that vest that he has on underneath his suit out, because that water is getting hot, and you can tell that. But they don't have a. They don't have any way to cool this thing down because of the battery. They can't run the machine, so you got to get the water out of it, because if you don't, it just sits inside that cool suit and gets hot. So he's actually using that CO2 cartridge to suck all the water out of that suit and get it off of him.
And he just put a bag of ice in place of it. Let's take a look at stage points earned today. Brad Keselowski maxed it out, winning stage 1 and stage 2. Reddick, Buescher, Larson, Blaney all capitalizing.
Well, that's what Brad needed. He's taken full advantage of qualifying up in the front of the pack, and whether he wins this race or not, those 20 points will matter.
You know, South Carolina, great state for racing. They've got a road course, Carolina Motorsports Park, a couple of drag strips, off-road, 10 oval tracks in operation in this state. But one that is not is in jeopardy. We lost Myrtle Beach Speedway not long ago, and Greenville Pickens Speedway, the developers, I mean, they are closing in, and council meetings and county and city council, folks want to save Greenville Pickens Speedway. You need to get involved, and you need to go to these government meetings, because racetracks don't vote. If you're going to save the site of the first live televised NASCAR race in full, you need to help out. All right, Chase Briscoe's radio.
Just be smart. Don't put yourself in any bad spot there. Make sure we can finish, too. You know we can go to work when we get 3-4.
9 laps difference between tires, between the ones that stayed out and Briscoe.
Yeah, they're in big
right
trouble.
Along with. They are in trouble.
They're in big trouble right here. And Chase Briscoe needs to take full advantage of it and get control of this race back. But
well, here we go, getting ready for the restart of the stage. Buescher low, Gibbs high, green flag. We go racing once more at Darlington. Still 2 by 2 as they come down. Look at Austin Dillon trying to come down as well. And Shane Van Gisbergen going around the outside. Remember, SVG has led more races this year than any other driver. So he's really pushing it, getting his backside out as well, coming out of turn 2. SVG's properly adapted, hasn't he? As cutting down low comes Chase Briscoe to get ahead of Austin Dillon and Swires there. Are we running 4 wide further back at Darlington, Jack? What on earth was going on exit that corner? And Logano gets pinched into the wall. Stay green.
And Briscoe trying to get to the inside of Shane Van Gisbergen. He does so. He is up into 4th position. Briscoe could be on course to win this race, to be honest. He's got some great late race pace.
Trying to work out where they were.
Well, Brad got into Larson a little bit there.
Still pushing it quite a bit, aren't they? That, by the way, that caution has really put a time on the race as Keselowski goes to the inside line to get ahead of Larson. Dillon is under attack as well from Byron, and there's a move going on just behind the timing tower that I couldn't see. We ride with Brad Keselowski. Radio.
He needs to do everything he can to not let Briscoe get too far in front of him.
Well, 4 of the first 5 drivers just ran their personal fastest lap of the race.
Clean air, baby.
So much clean air, Jack, and that's what we like to see. They are pushing, pushing, and pushing.
Yeah, as you can see. Hold on, I need to rejoin, actually. I'm
no
lagged.
worries, go on. Bit of lag coming in. Oh, I just noticed JT's here. I don't think he's watching. I don't know. I think JT's just watching the race. Hi, JT. As he goes
hello.
Oh, hello. Where are you? Are you back home? Or are you in thingy, the car? He's home. Oh my God, JT's actually alive.
The legend has returned.
Look, it's the lesser spotted JT, and he goes.
He is especially lesser spotted these days.
More of our producer.
I am normally in the scenes, but yes, hence why I am less
public
spotted.
facing.
Yes, as we have here the 6 and the 97 getting involved. And this is Keselowski, Van Gisbergen, and Larson McDowell. Battle for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Where is Steps, JB?
Boot scooting, baby, driving me crazy.
I should have done that because I knew for a fact you were going to sing.
Dance floor day. Still, look at that on the inside, the 97 going on pie. Have you been following the race on your journey back home? How was the day though? I was watching on my phone. There was a TikTok streamer who was streaming some of it as well, so I've seen quite a bit of today's action.
Have you?
Yes. I saw the pile up. Yeah.
Did you see the car park in turn 4?
I did indeed see the car park in turn 4.
As Busher is leading by a second, I'm going to bring you live. Well, not live. Happened at 20 to 5. Here is a looking at what the M25 looks like at rush hour.
Oh my God.
Hopefully it will focus.
It focused, we can see it. Yeah, that's what it was looking like all day, wasn't it?
That was a showdown, and well, if anyone wants some VIP transport, don't go for this. Don't go for this limo, because I don't think that's yeah,
it's gone.
They did get that back out, Birch.
You're joking,
believe it or not.
What?
They got it back out.
Took the doors off it all and all like that.
No, they just pulled it back in place. Anyway, we do have cars going around the circuit, believe it or not, even if they are 1.3 second lead for Busher, who we are focusing on now. Lap 26 of 108 in the final stage, as it's mainly single file throughout the field. And of course, just as I say that,
hasn't done that all
we
weekend.
go side by side. Has it not?
Has not done that all weekend.
There goes the 48 down to the inside. Of course, not Bowman, as he is still suffering with vertigo and out for at least the next month, the next 3 race weekends. Allgaier is in that car. There is one of the throwback liveries. We do have quite a lot of throwback liveries, even though it's no longer mandated, which is a shame. But there is the 77 of Postfar going up the inside of Van Gisbergen. And Van Gisbergen out of the top 10 now.
Yep, and as I said, he led so many races this year. And, he gets a little loose. Did he push the wall coming out of 3? I think he did. Dear. You've got to watch him. Because if those front tyres are starting to go, I'm trying to see... Well, I'm trying to find them on my monitor here. SVG has run 24 laps on the front and rear. And on fuel window, he's about the same. He's done 6 stops. We've got 11 tyre sets. There's plenty to gamble if we have full course yellows coming out there. Nice to have JT back, by the way. I'm sure it's just because it's like DW, it's a one-off. We got a Bugatti! Actually got a live one. It's brilliant. I'm loving it. By the way, are you only back with us because we're on USM? You're moonlighting.
No comment.
Yeah.
The
moonlighting begins.
I am only back because Hendersford ran to not that bad of a time today.
That's decent.
We were done at 5:30, which was not bad.
You made good time.
Me and Richie did not get to say goodbye to each other, as Richie had to dash off for the train. I had to dash off back here. But do not worry, we did meet up multiple times.
What's his box like?
Didn't go in his commentary box today because he wasn't commentating today. It was his first time watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They were having a conversation today. It's actually interesting. Is NASCAR too safe now? Oh, the YouTube comments have been brilliant today, by the way. What's happening here? Hello, JT. Welcome, JT. Hi, JT. Hello, JT of Simish. This is me. How are you? Did you really see it much? Yeah, I did. I was watching. I think I liked it and sent it to Nina. Radio.
I'm here.
Missed that radio a little bit. Okay, but yeah, some cool stuff coming up. Also, JT, yeah, you can never be too safe. But I think these cars are a bit too blocky. JT, we were talking earlier on about worst sequels to movies that we had.
Okay.
Have you got any worst sequels that you absolutely hate?
No one will know this about me. I'm not a movie guy.
Do you not?
At all. No.
I thought you would have been.
I don't know whether I should say this, because all of the JT fans could turn into JT haters.
Oh, this could be something. Get ready, everyone.
I
Get your popcorn.
have never watched any Marvel, any superheroes, no Batman, no Star Wars, no Indiana Jones, no Jurassic Park, no nothing. I just do not have time to sit down and watch films, and now I will open YouTube chat and have everyone go against me.
Kid Latin says Cars 2. Yep, we agree with Cars 2. Well, nice to have you back, JT. I've just been told that you've been reduced back down to producer. I don't have to be honest with you, it's very rare I get to watch films these days, so I choose some good ones when it happens.
Did you see the airtime today?
No, I didn't.
JB? Let me send you a photo of it.
I have my Discord open.
I'll send it on Discord instead. There you go.
Oh wow, the 523 is completely up in the air. He's been sandwiched between that 34 and the 281. Is that 281? Yeah.
349 and 231. Yeah, it was.
Suarez is top Chevy at the moment, being told. Yeah, that's true.
Also, I was in the middle of a battlefield on my way home. I decided to stop off at Popeyes, but it was a car park in the middle. On one side of the car park was Popeyes.
Yeah.
On the other side of the car park was KFC.
Ah.
Yeah.
So you really were.
That's natural though. That's normal.
What, to have two chicken things side by side?
Yeah, no, they always go next to like a competitor normally. That's just how it works.
It's like Krusty Krab and the Champ.
Like when in Kingston, there's a McDonald's that's opposite a Wendy's.
Oh, actually, saying that, here we've got McDonald's, KFC, Starbucks, Burger King, all in like a minute of each other, and the Burger King is never touched. I'm convinced it's a laundering business for, dodgy medication.
How? Burger King's good.
Nobody is ever in this specific Burger King. I told Nina this when I was showing around Grimsby. Nobody is ever in that Burger King. No one has ever gone in it.
Oh, you had to show around Grimsby, damn.
Also, you know how uneventful. Notice how I didn't say that certain word starting with you.
Quiet.
Notice how... Davey, you notice how uneventful this race has been to the fact where we have already gone off on tangents and Fox is showing replays. So, yeah.
Well, I don't know if you've been watching, JT, but I'll update you with what happened. Caution 1, stage 1 caution. Caution 2, the 43 spins at turns 3 and 4. He got hit by the 11, and the 11 then takes the 23 up into the wall as well. Stage 2, caution, number 3. Caution 4, the 88 spins out the 36. That's it. That's all I've written down on my new iPad toy. That's it.
Nice. I did hear that we only had one caution for natural causes. I'm assuming that's now gone up to 2.
That's it.
Yeah.
Radio,
We'll start off with Carson Hocevar, who just made the move for 9th place. Of course, started in the rear earlier today. Had a pretty solid day, been loose all day long. 2 stops ago, they made a massive swing at it and were able to make that car significantly better. He's just a little bit free right now. And Austin Cindric, he has as well been loose all day. They finally got that car tight. He said this is the best that we've been in quite some time. I like what he told his crew chief earlier today too. He said, I'm going to give you one-word answers, so only give me one-word questions. It's way too tough out here today. We're working way too hard.
All right, he is up to 9th place, and if those colors look familiar, well, they should. It's no longer an official throwback weekend, but look at that blue and yellow Wrangler number 2. Yes, that's a Pontiac Grand Prix. There's one like it out in the parking lot that Hocevar has been driving, but his sponsor Chili's chose this paint scheme to throw back to here at Darlington.
Yeah, it might not be an official throwback scheme and kind of putting on the event, but if you show up with a throwback scheme, we'll put your car on TV.
Sure, we love it.
We got Brad looking to the inside of Briscoe, and the pressure's on because Reddick is flying behind them. This is an important pass for Brad Keselowski because of the pit road scenario.
Oh, and Briscoe doesn't give it to him right there, and we're seeing Brad be really aggressive, leaning on the left side of that car of Chase Briscoe. They both know that they want to keep this track position and try to stay in control of this race.
Fighting for third here.
Brad has to get around him. I think he's going to pull up front. Got it. It's a big pass for Brad Keselowski.
Yeah, and that
Keselowski moving back up the field as he tries to get this race back on track for him.
And I think that's the big worry that all these guys need to have is this 45 car right here. He doesn't have an air conditioner. His battery might be running low. Whatever it is, he's got the fastest car, and they want to do everything they can to keep him behind him.
Jack, if Keselowski can actually get back up there to challenge with Gibbs and Busher, then he's going to have to still do another stop. So wouldn't you try and time that so you've got fresher tyres to capitalise? Because otherwise you're just going to drop down.
Very possibly. I'm not the biggest pit road expert, but I think I'm going to make one little complaint about the race. I think the stages have kind of killed the ability to have varying strategy, as Hocevar battling with Byron here.
Oh, that's close. And Hocevar's going to go through because he
makes the move.
Well, he just nudged Byron out the way, didn't he? 24's got no tyres. Look at Blaney. Blaney could have gone so well today if it wasn't for that bad stop. My picker winner's not working. I'm currently third in the Grid Network picker winner challenge, by the way. Third.
Must I add that I would be closer to you if my point for the Rolex 24 was added, but unfortunately I don't believe it was.
No, I think it was.
Anyway, I would have gone. I would have got more points if Marc Marquez did the double, but unfortunately Marc Marquez did not do the double. But
he was lucky to survive today. He hit the disintegrated part of the track and still kept on.
Ah yes, because let's go to Brazil in rain season, because
on a brand new circuit. Not? Yeah.
On a brand new circuit. JB.
Yeah.
Back to, well, not back to, as we have a battle on the circuit. Byron and Cindric. Hope we might get another caution, maybe, where we can go into more battles of fast food restaurants. As Byron up the inside of Cindric, looking still a car length or two in it, but a move is working there as Cindric defends on Byron. Meanwhile, you have Suarez leading Hocevar, Blaney for 6th, 7th and 8th, with Cindric and Byron just behind. And then this is Larson and Shane Van Gisbergen. Do I dare ask where Denny Hamlin is?
I'm looking.
He was involved in a crash earlier in the race.
So I'm looking on the second page.
He still seems somewhat quick.
There goes my picker winner then. Awesome, incredible.
18th,
we love
JT, 18th.
Alright. Is that Fox going to yet another ad break?
It's coming back from ad break.
Okay. I will let them off.
And it's side by side now, actually, unless it's under caution for this season. Oh, Larry Mack.
93 laps, 400 miles. It may come down to two things, Mike. When you decide to make that green flag pit stop, and when you make it, be a mistake-free, fast, and efficient. Here's the scenario. We went back racing with 91 laps to go. That's basically a one-stop situation right there. If you split it, you're looking at lap 247, which is about 14 laps to go. Based on what we've seen earlier, we may see some come a little early like Hamlin did the last time. I think once we cross over lap 240, that's when it maybe opens up.
Thanks, Larry. Now, Hocevar had a move on Suarez. It did not pay off, and now he's surrendered a spot to Blaney.
Oh. Right, go on, JT. What are you on about?
Well, here's Hocevar. Just trying to get back past Blaney. Blaney did make the move, by the way. Blaney up to 7th, Hocevar down to 8th. Now a car length and a half in it, but Hocevar will try and gain position. Where I used to live, there is a McDonald's and a Wimpy next to each other. And as we, of course, here's Reddick going right down the inside of the 54.
Oh, he touched the wall again!
To the circuit and touched the wall once again. Multiple problems for that 45 car today.
He's had everything, hasn't he, Jack, go wrong? Right, go on, JT. What were you saying? You used to be McDonald's, Burger King? Oh, sorry, Jamie.
It's Ty Gibbs. Ty, one of those drivers that
Welcome
stayed
back.
out last round of stops. Hanging tough, though. Getting past, but still remains in the top 5, as you see. His teammate taking a look, Chase Briscoe on the inside. This team, though, they are firing on all cylinders. His crew chief told me, we have done everything right the last 3 weeks. We're continuing to do that.
Gibbs getting loose. Rhea stepping out.
On the bottom of your screen. But they've been in the top 5 and in the hunt, and they're looking to come in here in the next 5 to 8 laps.
Go on, JT.
So yeah, where I used to live, there's a McDonald's and a Wimpy right next to each other. First of all, who would walk past a McDonald's to go to a Wimpy?
True.
And we all know that Wimpies were last relevant when the UK had 4 TV channels.
Jesus Christ, started to think of that.
If you know what a video I am referencing there, you are an elite viewer, which no one will know what video I'm referencing there, because I know for a fact that none of the viewers watch who I watch. JB, you might know it, because he's made a video about Grimsby, and I think I showed it to you. Here's Blaney, now up to 6th, did a diving move on the inside of Suarez, then drifted up the track nicely. But we have a battle for the lead, JB. It's the 17
Finally.
and the 6, Buescher and Keselowski.
Can Keselowski reel him in with 55 to go? Running lap times on about 32 seconds. Do the mental math. Takes around about 35, 36 minutes coming into it. Come on, Keselowski's got the traction. He can find the momentum. He's won stage 1. He's won stage 2. Can he now take it home and just make that Greg Biffle tribute, put it back into victory lane? 17's getting loose, actually.
Larson's in pit road.
Ah, right, here we go then. This will be the pit stops runs. So Larson comes down. So watch out for SVG to do something similar. We're seeing him maybe moving around. In also, so Briscoe, Blaney, Cindric, Byron, Van Gisbergen, Jones, all coming in. Dylan, Allgaier, Larson Bell. They're all down pit road. Let's go down. Oh, and at the same time, Keselowski drops down low and takes the lead away from Christopher Buescher.
What happened the last set of green flag pit
Reddick, massive bump on Buescher, and he spins him, he puts him in the wall.
Buescher backwards, exit at turn 4. Now, is there any damage? He'll come down pit road and he's got away with it. He gets away with it so often, does Buescher. Is he kept going? He's missed pit entry, JT. So he's going to have to do another lap.
That was a stock car bumper move, putting the bumper in. Absolutely, Reddick charged straight into the back of Buescher. Put him in the wall. No idea what happened there, but we'll see what happens.
Surely that'll have to be a caution if there's debris on the track.
The first time those two have come together.
You're right there, Jack.
Not the first time at Darlington.
God, is that number 3? Here at Darlington they've done now?
2.
Are you sure? I thought they came together in another race. Anyway, Keselowski's in. Buescher's in. Let's go down pit road.
Caution flag, and Buescher finally makes it to pit road.
And he's only behind the leader, so he hasn't lost that much time.
Keselowski in the pit lane, along with Buescher. Regan?
Like that 6 car was contemplating coming to pit road on the lap when Chris Buescher almost got spun out there and ended up tagging the wall. As for his car, keep in mind on this next run, he's been very loose when we've had green flag pit stops after the cycle, so we'll have to see what it does here for the remaining laps.
See on your track map, the 19 and the 6.
Yeah, watch out. Here they come. 19 coming out. The 6 in there too. 45's gone round to Reddick. Okay.
Keselowski accelerating back straight away.
Just didn't need a mistake, Everything was perfect right there for Keselowski. Good job.
So this is going to be an interesting run there, JT.
Yeah, I've got radio from Busher. I guarantee you we're not good.
Really?
So some issues probably from Busher after that wrecking move from Tyler Reddick.
Still looking strong. More cars coming down pit road. Zilich and Berry. Trying to see if there'll be some more sometime. Larry Mack.
If you're Reddick, I mean, he was right there with those guys.
Yeah, the only thing I can figure Billy Scott's doing, and he's trying to split it right down the middle of the lap, 247, which is 3 laps from now.
So split the stage. Jack, they tried that in stage 2. It didn't really work, did it?
No, here, Brad Keselowski, look, see, the tyres are wearing off. Oh, block.
Reddick.
And
Keselowski's going to go through on Reddick, so there's nothing that can happen there. Nicely done.
Held him up a little there.
The bad stop back in stage 1. They ran long.
And here comes Reddick.
Well, Brad Keselowski's last win was here at Darlington in 2024. Watch out for Eric Jones, whose last win was here in 2022 as well. Where is Eric running right now? He got spun round earlier on, but what happened to him?
Tires, but he's got some really clean racetrack to be able to run some laps just as fast as he can go, because that's what you want to do. You want to take advantage of those new tires to get the laps to be as fast as possible early on in the run.
And I want to brag on Brad. He took that car, he was mired back in traffic, and absolutely drove straight through the field, charged to the front on that restart, and there he is. You see him easily take the lead back. But that job he did on that last restart to start the 3rd stage was impressive and put him in a situation where he can get back to winning this race.
So Carson Hocevar pits. That leaves just McDowell and Gilliland on the racetrack, and McDowell is in the pit lane now.
So Michael McDowell now coming in next. It's been 64 races since Brad Keselowski last won a NASCAR race, and that was here at Darlington. So it's all coming through at the moment. Hocevar at the moment leading from Keselowski, Briscoe, Blaney, Gibbs, McDowell, but the timing screen's out of order. We're going to wait for it to come through, JT, as we now see Reddick back up, passing the 2.
Yeah, I got some more information from Jeff Gluck. It seems like Tyler Reddick's in-car camera shows Chris Buescher basically stopped right in front of him. Reddick radio. I didn't see a hand. I don't know if he was waving. Response to that is, nah, bud, they don't do that. It's all good. Here's another replay of it.
Oh, just got completely shoved. Yeah.
Now, we've seen a lot of Briscoe stock car moves in NASCAR, but I think that might have been the most Briscoe stock car move that we have seen in NASCAR, definitely.
Spotters agree with you, JT. It is what it is. Yeah.
This year, at least. Back on board, we've got Keselowski leading by 2 seconds. This is on board with Tyler Reddick looking back.
What a battle we are going to see here tonight.
Yes, I do notice that Reddick and Buescher are on the track together.
Oh, here we go again then. So they're going to run it in more.
There are 2 lapped cars between them, however.
There always is. Hello to everyone listening in on USM and JB Motorsports. Hope you're enjoying a fantastic race. Keselowski's still pushing 1.8 down. He's just got to get this through and control it. He doesn't want to caution now, does he, Jack? Because that would spoil completely his strategy call.
It would bring a lot of people into the race, though.
7 or 8 of them bring in. Brad back at the top where he belongs. Many people liking this little run. We are. Last win, as I said, 64 races ago for Brad Keselowski was here at Darlington. And he's winning again. Let's go over to the Fox.
Last lap was 2/100ths quicker than leader Brad Keselowski.
Yeah, but
Tyler Reddick, the fastest car on track.
Don't look too far behind because those fresher tires of Tyler Reddick right now are about 6-7 tenths of a second faster, and he's making up time in a hurry.
They are. That's not even a joke for Kevin Harvey doing that reference for his kids. They are genuinely 6 to 7 tenths of a second faster. I'm looking at the data right now. Reddick, on that last time by, was 0.701, and the previous lap, it was 0.690. So he's actually gaining 7 tenths per lap on the front there. So watch out if Keselowski can hold off. His lap times are 20 thousandths of a second down, and that's going to start growing as this race progresses. This is a lot of fun, Jack, and finally Darlington is giving us some great action racing.
Yeah, hopefully we can see who's going to end up winning this race, because it's been a race full of pit strategy. I think a lot of these cautions have really brought pit strategy back into it. I think Reddick might have scraped the wall. He does.
Yeah, so he's brushed it again as they all come through. JT, NASCAR racing this year has just been absolutely insane, but you haven't been in the booth for much of it. What have you been making the action as you've been in the production office?
It's been good, hasn't it?
Yeah. Refreshing change this year.
Of course, we had Reddick dominating, but we had action throughout the whole field, so it didn't seem that bad anyway.
I'm liking it. Oh, Jones boy. Don't count Eric Jones. Where is he though on the timing screen? I can't actually find him. 37 names. It's like trying to look at a needle in a haystack. He's in 10th position. Despite that, really on. I agree, Nathan. This race is great. All kinds of strategy all over the place. So still going side by side right now. As Blaney is next up to be passed by Busher. Blaney was running in 5th position. He was my picker winner for today's race. That has not really gone well in P5, unless something drastic happens. When are we at Talladega, by the way, JT? 3 weeks, isn't it? That'll be, I love Talladega. Same weekend as the season opener of touring cars, isn't it? Let's have a look at the schedule. Where are we up next, actually, as well? So we will be at Martinsville next week, followed then by a break. Yeah, then it's Easter break week, bar the fact that O'Reilly and NASCAR at Rockingham. Both of those races, by the way, will be taking through NASCAR radio, as I am not here. So I don't believe neither are the team. Let's have a listen to Ryan Blaney's team radio stats here at Darlington.
Just a lot of cars.
Speaking of passing, see Reddick passing Briscoe for second.
Tyler Reddick talking about what happened between he and Chris Busher as Busher was trying to enter the pit.
Just FYI, the 17, that was on them for a late call. Yeah, I mean, it's the Cup Series, nobody waves up here. I mean, I would do the same thing.
So they knew it was on them, JT. That's the radio message that Reddick was giving.
And like I said earlier, I just don't know that the chance is worth taking right there from the 17 car standpoint. I mean, they're still running pretty good, but their chance to win this race is over unless the caution or something crazy happens here at the end of this race. So tough break for Chris Busher and that 17 group. And you know, you hear him talking about nobody wanting to wave their hand up here to let you know when they're pitting, and that's because nobody wants to let their strategy out.
Right.
I like it.
8 seconds back. Coming up next, around the turn on FS1. Well, there are no turns at the Arizona Nationals. It's drag racing, NHRA style. That's next on FS1.
Well, after this, we're done for the day on JB Motorsports after a very busy run. Keselowski looking strong. I'm looking forward to Martinsville, then a break week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Keselowski go.
What is he? 1.1 seconds ahead, Jack. He's just, as you say, gone with 33 to go.
Yeah. Reddick might be able to catch him, though, but Yeah, Reddick's gaining.
0
big
points.
time.
How did he gain 5/10 that lap time by? Kozlowski's not in any traffic. Oh, yes,
Higher
he is.
management, baby.
Kozlowski's got the 41 and the 42 in traffic on the timing monitor. Look at Gibbs and Blaney now. They're chatting together on the circuit, trying to find a position through. Again, just trying to escape it through, and there we go. Ryan Blaney down the inside of Ty Gibbs for 4th place, and he's making the move. Beautiful run. So Blaney's coming into the mix now with fresher tyres. 31 to go here at Darlington. The track too tough to tame.
Busher never did quite get the job done, but he was a teammate.
Yeah,
that pass is a little bit easier, but here's the opportunities. The lapper's coming.
He might.
I agree with what Dave versus Evil Dead. I'm going to try it again. I agree with what Dave versus Evil Dead has said. 30 laps left. Reddick could be burning up his tyres. Jack, we saw that a lot in stage 2, actually, and a little bit in stage 1. Just the
I
tyres
will
got
add,
burnt
by
up.
the way, radio, obviously, I don't know, it was broadcast earlier. I had to hop off for a second. But it did say that 17 knows it's on them.
Yes, yeah, we heard that. We did hear that eventually, yeah.
Late call.
Minor Kip says those fresher tyres will keep paying dividends for Reddick. He should pass him next lap or 2. Larry.
Right now, let's just talk about the trends
right
of the
there.
race. Now, they've been a little fickle this year, but I don't make these numbers up. They're the real world. But in the 8 races with the Gen 7 car at Darlington, which has been basically the last 4+ years, the average of the last caution comes at 27 to go, which is about 2 laps from now.
Oh, thanks, Larry.
We have had 2 overtimes, the spring of 23 and the spring of 25. That would completely change the complexity of this race.
Because it would then open up fuel, it would open up tyres, because we've got sets left to play into it as well. And everybody would basically saying, okay, top up on fuel, then you're good to go. Tyres would start coming into it. Would you take 2? Would you take 4? At a track like Darlington, Jack, I'd say you take 4 tyres.
Yep, look at this. Here goes Reddick. Here goes Reddick.
Down low, and he easily takes the lead away from Brad Keselowski. He did not want to do a single thing. So with 28 laps to go, Tyler Reddick leads, and that tells me, JT, that he's saving tyres, is Brad Keselowski.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just seen on Twitter, motorsport.com have posted, if I had a nickel for every time Tyler Reddick and Chris Buescher got together at Darlington with Buescher on the short end of the stick, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. But it's weird it's happened twice.
I love that meme. That's one of my favourite memes. I thought my phone just buzzed for Nina, but it didn't. I heard the little boom boom. Come on, Keselowski, says Sam. Everybody wants to say come on. This is a good race, folks. Close the strategy in. 26 to go. Thank you, JT.
You're welcome.
Time for your phone to close again. That appeared on my iPad as well. And here we go again. Reddick's moving ahead, lapping traffic. I think Reddick's got this. If he can actually...
I wouldn't be so sure just yet.
Well, Keselowski's tyres are 25 laps old. Reddick's are 21, but he's pushing them more. So Keselowski's having to save those 4-lap tyres earlier, so Reddick's going to have to do the same. So, but he's pushed harder.
That's why I'm saying I don't think it's over.
I don't think it is.
Just yeah.
This is going to be a give and tow race massively. Let's listen to Fox quickly. They've got some intel.
That thing's not all tore up.
Almost won the truck race Friday, was leading it with 4 laps to go.
Yeah, as you see, Carson looked to the inside of Suarez right here for 9th position. And you know, look, Carson has knocked 2 toe links out of this car in practice and qualifying. And I think the thing that people don't give Carson enough credit for, he does learn. And he makes a lot of people mad and does a lot of things that the drivers don't like. But he's exciting to watch.
Yes.
But he's also really fast. He's going to knock some toe links off. But here we are with 24 laps to go, and his car is still rolling. So he's done a great job today.
And it's moving forward. Jamie.
Well, how about Ryan Blaney and the run that he's on, you guys? He got around Gibbs, now in 4th, and this run is impressive for multiple reasons. One, this has not been a place that he's gotten the finishes you've come to expect. Just 1 top 5 finish in 18 races here. On top of that, yesterday when they unloaded, they were not happy with the speed. They felt like like they were really off. They threw a bunch at this race car yesterday and this morning. Then you add on to that the poor pit stops twice today. Not a lot of confidence when he comes down pit road, but he is overcoming that on the racetrack for Ryan Blaney.
It's been a strange day for Team Penske. Blaney doing Blaney things, passing cars. He's fourth. Austin Cindric.
Well, I keep saying Ryan Blaney was my pick a winner today. He's just been, he seemed positive.
He was mine too.
Yeah, he's just seemed positive all week long. He was put in on the track race call. He said, I was happy with how the circuit is looking. Saturday after practice and qualifying, he was happy. You know, the pre-race ceremonies day, he was happy. He's just seemed happy. He's liked his car this weekend, and he's done really well. Because even Joey Logano, his teammates,
just let him down.
Yeah, but Logano's down in 33rd. He's beat him massively, and in points-paying years, it's critical. And speaking of Joey Logano, here he is. He's just had a really shocking weekend, 33rd overall. Barely picking up any points. He's 3 laps down on the leader. Just has not been able to get traction at all. It has just completely failed him. That's a well, actually, I'm going to dispute that actually from Mike Joy. He's wrong there. Joey Logano's 3 laps down, but above him it's 2 laps for Custer, Stenhouse, Ty Dillon, AJ Allmendinger, Dennis Logano, Larry Mack.
Hey, buddy, you know what he has said? Absolutely nothing.
Reddick's happy with 20 to go.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're not...
Byron and Hocevar doing battle now as well as Byron tries to go on the outside for 8th position. Hocevar's got the low line. Can he try and take it? Yes, he can. Hocevar's got him. Moves back up the track, blocks the 24, Jack.
Yep, easy move for Hocevar, who's having a pretty solid day overall in that 77 car. Obviously recently signed a long-term deal with Spire, and he's showing why Spire have taken that opportunity to sign him on that long-term deal. Having a really brilliant run so far today. He wasn't in the top 10 the whole time, but towards the end of the race he has been getting in the top 10, and we are starting to get a little bit darker now. That should maybe make the track a little bit cooler.
Yeah, it's dropped to 2 degrees, I've noticed, or 2 Fahrenheit over the past couple of minutes. I've just been looking up on my stat monitor. We'll see if that changes to come in. Weather, actually, I'll give you a full-on report, shall I, on the tab. Track temperature is 87 Fahrenheit. Feels like 86.88. The wind is 17.27 miles per hour, blowing in from west-southwest. 41% humidity at the moment. And the dew point is at 68.48 Fahrenheit. UV index is at 0.57 at a low. Sunset is in an hour, according to our monitors. I love this
we'll
graph
get the race
from
done
Galaxy.
before then.
Oh yeah, massively. I love this race from Galaxy. This tab. Honestly, brilliant piece of software.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it that new?
Yeah,
that
it's working.
New, yes.
It's fantastic.
I do need to properly have a look at it for a race. I tried to get on it when Jeff Gluck first talked about it.
Download the Google add-on app for it.
Okay.
And it works better. There you go. I'll show it to you now. It's fantastic. I've been taking a look at Keselowski's lap times, and that's why I can know he's dropping a lot of time.
This is a NASCAR stats nerd stream.
Wait, I'll try. I can't throw it on screen, but it's great. It's really great. 77 for 2, lapping each other.
Hold on.
Hocevar gets ahead of Cindric for 7th position. So Cindric drops down.
For the stage end.
In case you missed it.
Tyler Reddick. Trouble starting earlier, a jack issue, and then the charging issue. The alternator was turning, but not charging the battery. They had to replace the battery. So Brad Keselowski won stages 1 and 2, which included a caution when Denny Hamlin got into the back of Eric Jones. Bubba Wallace also involved. That was at the midpoint of stage 2. Big close call here. Tyler Reddick and Chris Buescher was trying to slow down to pit, but neither knew the other's plan, and Buescher got up and bounced off the wall. Then at lap 197, we had a spin up in turn number 4, Riley Herbst. That's the only other caution today.
we were questioning the damage on Chris Buescher's car, and I think that it's obviously still running good, but that's going to allow Hocevar, that little loose right there. Thought that was going to allow Hocevar to get on the outside of him, but at a bare minimum, he got right to his back bumper.
He's going to take this car.
And he's going to go 2 for 1. Hocevar swaps down the low line here at turn 4 Darlington, trying to pass Buescher and Gibbs together. Gibbs going to go in for a little bit of a sandwich. They make contact. The 17 makes it and into the side of Hocevar. Hocevar backs out of it. Buescher goes through. Don't know what Carson was thinking there, because here comes Cindric coming in. The 17 now drops low. Hocevar's going to use Gibbs as a toe link and hook, line, sinker, pull him round the outside of turn 2. Jack, that was a bit daft there from Hocevar, and now Buescher's got damage.
Hey, he's made the move.
Yeah, but he's now let the 2 through as well, so Buescher's dropped down now to 8th position. Hocevar's back to 5th. Blaney's now P3. He's got ahead of Briscoe.
That's what matters to him.
Yeah. This is good. This is a good run. Have you got that working, JT, the app?
I can't find the app.
Oh, it was this.
I can only find the website.
It was. I got it. It said that, oh, you can download the Google page for it.
Oh, that's because you're using Google Chrome.
Yes. And he just loads it on perfectly. Replay.
Well, the 2 cars ahead of him now are about 3 seconds out. But as Larry pointed out, his tires are 7 laps fresher than theirs. Maybe he can run them down in these last 11 laps.
Darlington's been a great run. Yeah, Blaney's tyres. Well, let's have a look. Reddick's 36. Keselowski's a 40. Briscoe 42. Same as Blaney. But yeah, 36 laps, 12 laps younger. They don't really have got 12 laps younger tyres.
10 to go.
But
you see the 12
Hocevar
car pass at 6 for second.
Hocevar, that last lap, was a ½ second faster than any of them.
Wow.
Tires matters, what you're telling me.
Yes.
I don't think he's got the speed, though.
Turning it up with 10 to go.
Turn up your volume and enjoy.
He's got pressure tires, and he's also got some clean racetrack to run.
Obviously not. Turn it up means turn up the volume, and Fox just not doing that. Oh well, we missed that turn it up. At least the CW have done that. My words are turning to jelly. I was losing my voice yesterday. I've literally been so careful with it today, and it's just rewarded me as being all right. But it's just starting to dip. Thank God we've only got 9 to go. Carson Hocevar's throttle trace is open there on the graphic panel. His car's looking okay to me. Hocevar's got 38 lap old tyres, so they are younger than Blaney and Briscoe, so he could get a 3rd place here, Jack.
It's a good point day for him, though, that's for sure. Especially as he's struggled somewhat this year, so had some bad luck. But it's good to see him get another solid point day added today. Reddick looks set to take his 4th victory of the season, though. And we also, I just want to ask the question, though. Has a Chevy won yet this year?
No.
I don't think we've had a Chevy win this year.
Not off the top of my head. I'm having a look. Who won the Clash? Ryan Preece. Ford. The Jules.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No Chevy won at the Jules. 500 was Reddick. Echo Park, which is Atlanta as well, was, Toyota again with Reddick.
Blaney's got some speed on his number 12.
Phoenix wasn't wrong. Yeah, Vegas was on. Yeah, but this is going to be... Go on.
I didn't even realise how much detail on pit stops this has.
It's got laps on left front, right front, fuel,
Yeah.
tyres. It's amazing, isn't it? I've slowly been getting used to it over the past week, and it is absolutely incredible, this thing. It's a full-on day. This is Larry Mack's screen. That's what we've got in front of us. This is what he sees. And
I think a caution could really help Hocevar here.
I agree with you, actually, because he's been moving up positions.
I don't think he's got time.
He's got Briscoe. He's past Briscoe.
He ain't got time to catch the leaders.
Yeah. So he's already passed Briscoe. He might catch Blaney for 3rd, though, with 5 to go.
He's 2 seconds back with 5 to go. I think he can probably catch Blaney.
Yeah, the
Depends how
clash.
fast Blaney is. Oh, Larson!
Larson, puncture!
What?
Left toe
Tyre.
link. Yeah. Larson's out of the race. Oh, get in
I
without a
don't think
caution.
he slowed down in time, though. I think he's going to have to go another lap round.
Yeah, but that might bring out the caution. If he damages...
If he's off the racing line, I don't see a reason for that.
Debris. It's a toe link issue. That debris falls off. That could be something to keep an eye upon.
As I said, a caution would really help Hocevar here.
3 to go, and Larson's on the back straight away. It'd be really harsh to throw a caution with 2 to go. We're staying green at the moment. Larson is going to be off track. Larson hit the wall, apparently, according to Dave. Thanks, Dave.
I think he's going to make it to pit road here. He is.
Yeah, he'll tow it in nice.
The wall.
Only five laps old as well.
Yeah, he stopped early.
I think he slapped the wall.
Yeah.
10 on Ryan Blaney.
I thought he was going to say something. No, you're right. Yeah, he slapped the wall, which is not the best news. 2 to go here at Darlington. Larson is below minimum speed. He has to pick up the pace. That's what we've just heard from race control. 2 to go. Reddick leading by 4.526 seconds. It's going to be 4 out of the open. Oh, hang on. That's into the wall. The 19 and the 35. They've run the wall.
Still
but
green.
This
Still
is
green.
Stay green. They don't want to throw the yellow, do they?
NASCAR's pretty consistently.
They just left it coming in, haven't they? Tyler Reddick's going to take the white flag to go to win at Darlington. White flag in the air, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Next flag ends the race no matter what, and it looks like we're going to stay with a green.
Yeah, Hocevar hasn't caught Blaney, I don't think.
No, he's too far back. He's had a pole here, Tyler Reddick. He's never had a victory.
Good point today, though, for Hocevar for sure.
Oh, massively. When was the last time you remembered a driver dominating NASCAR like we're seeing Tyler Reddick do? We are 6 rounds in. He's won 4 of them. Tyler Reddick takes the checkered flag and tames Darlington. Who else but Reddick in 2026? The checkered flag falls. 4 out of 6 races. Keselowski finishes in second. Blaney third. Hocevar, Cindric, Gibbs, Suarez, Byron, Busher, Briscoe. Top 10.
No alternator. No power to the cool suit. No.
Literally, battery issues, cool suit issues, pit stop issues with the jack and the tyres, and Reddick still comes through to win by 5 seconds at Darlington. Congratulations, by the way, to Bob, who got pick a winner correct. That's from the Grid Network. And stay with us here on JB Motorsports, because after we've heard from the drivers and give final thoughts, it's time for the Grid Network post-race show, and you'll be redirected there ahead of it. JT, what a race.
Oh, what a race, and I can tell you that everyone in the NASCAR office were on the edge of their seats. I have received a message saying that.
Oof.
So, yeah, even everyone in the NASCAR office were on the edge of their seats for that one. But Reddick wins again, and well, at what point do we say that he's definitely going to be in the chase?
Jamie Little is down there with Michael Jordan.
Back. Jamie? Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I guess MJ just needs to show up to the racetrack and his driver overcomes everything. I don't even know where to begin. All the issues for him that he overcame, MJ. What was that like watching from your perspective?
I'm pretty sure it's frustrating for him because he had an unbelievable car. And, you never know what's going to happen, especially at Darlington. And I think that, the key to him winning was, just keeping his head. I think Billy did a good job of trying to keep him calm. We knew we had a fast car. We knew we on a 30-lap run, we were real good. On a short lap run, we were real good. So we just had to get the car right. And, he kept his composure, and I think he did an unbelievable job.
I know you're so competitive. How fun is that when you know he's down and out and watching him come to the field?
Well, I just wanted everything to be, good, because once he gets back out there, then I feel like his competitive juices are going to carry him all the way to the end. And, those are the longest 18 to 20 laps that I can even imagine. I just didn't want to see a caution, and a caution would have changed everything. But he did the job. He earned it all week, and I'm real proud of the team.
Congratulations, 4th win on the season.
Thank you.
So let me correct. There is no tie. This is the most wins in any season 2311 has had. And the march is not even over. And he parks it on the start-finish line to the roar of the crowd.
4 out of 6 races. Tyler Reddick, let's go. He wins at Darlington. The track too tough to tame belongs to him. And 2311 are having one of the best starts to the season ever. Jack, this is just brilliant.
Let my guy cook. Damn. Went winless the entire of last year, by the way.
Finally, it's all good news.
I love it. The whole family's there to help him celebrate.
That's it.
That's why you do it. That's for sure.
Here's Regan.
Tyler Reddick with family in tow. He's going to run up here to grab the checkered flag in front of Darlington Raceway. After what was an absolutely incredible performance. Tyler, the stat sheet's going to say you started first and finished first today, but there was a whole lot more than that in the middle of this race. When you're on pit road changing a battery about 50 laps in, did you think it was going to be possible?
I know never to give up. And I think it's very fitting that when we finally get our first win here at Darlington, that the Lady in Black would test us like that. We've been so close so many times, and I mean, lap 1, we had the charging problem where the battery wasn't charging at all. So all day long, just not running fans, sweating my tail off inside the race car, and we knew it was gonna be physical. So yeah, I don't know. Really wore out, but I guess I don't need as much of that cooling stuff as I normally have.
I'd be careful saying that too loud. Billy Scott might not like it. You have it next week. You've been runner-up 3 times here at Darlington. I know how much you wanted this one. You just mentioned a second ago how much it means to you. But Darlington, this is the place that's too tough to tame, and you finally done it.
Yeah, I mean, ever since I made my first lap here in a O'Reilly Auto Parts car, there's just something about this racetrack that's so special, just so challenging, and it's been really fun for my evolution as a driver over the years. My time in an O'Reilly Auto Parts car, my time at RCR, and what we perfected, my time here at 2311. So just really proud of everybody, and it's cool to get Boss Man his 4th win on the year.
Tyler Reddick wins his 4th of the season.
Well, Brad Keselowski comes home in the runner-up position, led 106 laps, a big-time points day for you as well, 55 points, but I heard you guys say it on the radio, felt like you might have had the best car on the day. How do you process this?
Yeah, no, we didn't have the best car on the day, not compared to Tyler. Tyler drove a hell of a race, and he's driving a rocket, and he's making it count right now. So I think we got the most out of the day. We were going to get honest, but, you know, we scored a lot of stage points, 2nd place. 1st place loser, but that's okay. We're doing the things we need to do and making the most of the days we have, and it's really cool to have the Greg Biffle cars running up front. I put a nice right-sided stripe on the car. I think that would make Greg proud. If you know Greg, you understand that one, but a good day for our Solomon Plumbing Ford Mustang.
Best finish of the season so far for Brad Keselowski, Jamie.
And what a drive for Ryan Blaney. Talk about overcoming issues. 2 on pit road. It was like Phoenix all over again. You came up just 2 spots short, but you passed 48 cars again, Ryan. Take me through the emotions of your day.
One less than Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, a solid car all day. I thought we had good speed, especially long run speed. And yeah, just, you know, stuff we got to work on pit road. You know, so hopefully we'll get better at that, address the issues that we got, and go forward. But that's really all we can do. But I'm really proud of the 12 guys for bringing me a good car and getting it better all day and kind of adjusting to where we were in the pack. You know, that's kind of a tough way to do it. But appreciate Menards, Delta, Ford Racing, Dent Wizard, Wabash, Body Armor, Advanced Auto Parts, Dex Imaging, everything for what everybody does on this program, the Worth Group. So yeah, good showing. A lot of fun today, sliding around, and I thought the package was really fun. You could kind of make it angry, and you were going to pay the price, so that stuff's pretty good. And I think it was the first time in my Cup career that I've let guys go on a restart or on a green flag cycle, and I said to myself, I'm going to see you in about 20. And that happened all the time. So I think we're making progress on that. So just we'll keep going. But like I said, proud of the fight by the 12 guys.
Well done. Ryan Blaney brings it home third. Mike.
What a race. What an atmosphere. Jack, I'd love to get your final thoughts on the matter. And considering he's actually here for once on camera, I can use the presenter screen. Yay. Right, Jack, what did you make of that one?
That was... I mean, it was decent, the race. I found the pit strategy to be very interesting.
Yeah.
That definitely I think that made the race better. And I think overall it was definitely a better Darlington next gen race than I've seen so far. It's still just decent, but I think the horsepower and the new package massively improved the racing.
Part-timer?
Sorry?
JT.
Wow.
Nice to have you
Now-
back. Thanks for helping out. Right, what did you make of it?
What viewers don't know is that I am here most of the time.
In
I'm
my
just
ear.
behind the scenes. You just can't see me. I'm either shouting at JB, going "put it out," or something like that. But yeah, I'm back next week. Unfortunately, fortunately for some, from what I saw, it was an all right race.
Yeah, decent.
But I like how you're using the presenter camera when I could literally just do that. Oh, what a shame.
Well,
Oh,
that's
what
harsh.
a shame. But 19 starts for 2311 this year. 4 wins. All of those wins by Tyler Reddick. In 21, they had 1 win out of 36 starts. 2 wins out of 72 starts for 22. 23, 2 wins out of 74 starts. 2024, 3 wins out of 75 starts. 2025, 1 win out of 112 starts. They're 4 wins for 19 this year. It has been an insane start to the year for 2311 racing. From what I saw of it, which wasn't much, I will be honest, it was an alright race. But of course, I didn't get the first however many laps. I didn't get the first 250 laps, so
Quite a bit of stage.
I missed the majority of it. Did we have a stage 2 podcast?
We had stage 1 and stage 2 podcast.
Okay, so it from that, I'm gonna say it was an all right race.
You joined at the right time. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I will throw it over to you.
Well,
and
actually,
for-
before you do, what's coming up on USM for March Madness? Because we're on there as well right now.
Oh yes, of course we are on USN. You're gonna make me get the schedule up, aren't you?
Well, I need to know. Let's have a go through the points. Tyler Reddick's on 325, Ryan Blaney 230, Bubba Wallace 205, Denny Hamlin 203. Okay, Fox just like to throw it up for like a nanosecond, but we're not actually giving you full time to read it through the entire thing. Cut off though, Joey Logano's 139 points, so Logano is now right at the cutoff. Go on, what's the schedule like?
Where did you get down to on the points?
I got down after Hamlin.
Okay, Chase Elliott 194, William Byron 191, Chris Bushell on 188, Brad Keselowski, and Christopher Bell 8th and 9th on 182 points. Kyle Larson rounds out the top 10 with 176 points, and it's Gibbs, Priest, Hosfar, Suarez, SVG, Michael McDowell, Joey Logano, Allmendinger, Zane Smith, Ross Chastain rounds out the top 20, your cut-off driver for the 16, by the way, Michael McDowell. And then Cindric, Briscoe, Bush, Jones, Nemechek, Dylan Hurst, Dylan Gregson, Gilliland rounds out the top 30. Then Stenhouse Jr., Berry, Zillage, Custer, Ware, Allgaier, Timmy Hill right at the end. But there's your points. And the schedule for March Madness, of course, here it is. We do have
a lot.
We do have a lot. It's maths 6:29 Eastern over there. So we have just had Tennessee, Virginia tip off around 19 minutes ago. Let me just check if that has actually kicked tipped off at the right time because, well, they're all estimated. Yes, they have 11 minutes and 22 seconds left in the Tennessee-Virginia game, second round in the Midwest region, and then estimated tip-off time, 8:45 p.m. Eastern, UConn versus UCLA. I will have a vowel, please. That is an inside joke on the USN March Madness.
Right.
And then tomorrow, later on today, NHL Lightning at Flames at 8 p.m. Eastern as well. That's Jack Rubel on the call. And then tomorrow, 2 games from the women's side of March Madness. Illinois at Vanderbilt at 7 p.m. Eastern and Oklahoma State at UCLA at 10 p.m. Eastern. Then Tuesday, Avalanche at Penguins, 7 p.m. Eastern. NHL Jack Rubel on the call once again. Sharks at Blues, 8 p.m. Eastern Thursday. And Sweet 16 to be confirmed what our schedule will be looking at like on Thursday. But I can tell you Friday we do have 2 games at least currently on the paper to be confirmed, as we have to get all of the tip-off times and schedules released from all the second round games that are currently on at the moment. But don't forget, IndyCar and NASCAR next week, Children's of Alabama Grand Prix, and Martinsville for NASCAR.
Absolutely. So thank you very much, JT. Thank you very much, Jack. Thanks to everybody for watching tonight's shows as well. I hope you've really enjoyed it because it has been a classic. Are we doing the Iowa women's game tomorrow?
Tomorrow, the only ones down, Illinois at Vanderbilt and Oklahoma State at UCLA. However, we might have some, I don't know, but since it is a weekday, people have work, it is chaotic, but we shall see.
I've popped the link in to the Ultimate Sports Media YouTube channel so you can keep an eye on all the games. Right now, though, you'll be redirected, ready for the Grid Network post-race show. Thanks to JT, thanks to Jack for your company all weekend long. Thanks to you at home, all 35,000 have watched, plus the 15,000 on USM. I hope you've enjoyed it. What a race for Tyler Reddick. 4 out of 6, he masters Darlington. See you later. Bye-bye.